It's like a porn beat.
Dude, that intro is dope. Well, oh my god.
So
that's that man right there.
That's awesome.
Dope, dude.
Stephen Thor Walton. Is that the kind of music that they give you when they take you in the back room for that 48 ounces?
You know it. You know it.
Woo!
Thor, come back.
You know what it's all about.
Come back, Thor.
Welcome. Welcome to the dump, everybody. Welcome to the dump. Thank you for being here with us on a Saturday night after that boring Rogue Entertainment stream. What up, everybody? Sorry, Steven. Anywho, so tonight we're going to be going over some beautiful things, but we're going to start off with introducing everybody here, and we will start with the lady. So, Ordsboard, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, just because my hair is prettier than all the ladies don't mean you got to call me one, bro. Come on, man.
It really is. No, our guest tonight, though, Ordsboard.
Thank you. Much love to you guys out there. I'm Ords, man. I'm doing game streams, pop culture stuff. Trying to hang out with these guys more often. It's so difficult to come hang out with you guys, but I'm glad when I can. And thank you for having me, man. Come check my stuff out. I'm hanging out, man.
Right. And then next on our list is the great Nerd Cookies. Elaine.
Both of them.
Oh, jeez.
Toxic.
She was muted.
Good to see everyone.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm Nerd Cookies. You can find me on my channel on YouTube and on Twitter. Do sci-fi and fantasy content, Dune and Lord of the Rings, and of course other sci-fi and fantasy stuff. But yeah, come check it out. Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Thank you. Next up, Script Doctor in the house. PhD, of course.
Yeah, but that does not stand for a doctorate. That actually stands for a pretty huge. Never mind. So yeah, I am the Script Doctor.
It's my boy.
You can find me here on YouTube at youtube.com/scriptdoctor. I also do some awesome streams with author Stephen Walton and Culture Casino over on Supreme Heretics channel, the Pegasus Actual Podcast. So look forward to that this Thursday. Nerd Cookies is also a fresh face to that as well. And I also have the pleasure and honor of streaming with Ordsboard Sunday nights, doing some Diablo 2. Nostalgia gaming, and it's a lot of fun. So be sure to check that out as well.
Nice, very nice. And next up, the creator of our intro, Culture Casino.
Hi guys. I just want to say that you are welcome to come by my channel anytime to enjoy content like this.
I've been missing out.
Well, my junk's so bigger.
Is there a bite out? Is there a bite out of that eggplant or zucchini? Oh, zucchini.
Yeah.
Zucchini.
That
Nice.
might be the best picture I've ever seen. It's so peaceful.
Yeah,
and,
at least I'm more ripped.
calming.
You might have bigger junk.
Yeah, keto diet's working out great for you.
Why do I feel so safe when I look at this picture?
Hey, so I like to make fun of my
Oprah.
friends. I like to have fun with my friends, and I'm honored to be here on the dump and spend just a few hours with my friends.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Next up, who just popped in, my partner in crime, Jayne Theory.
Hey guys.
Oh, I soloed out. Damn it. There you go.
Oh, it's fine. Happy to be here. How is everyone?
I can't control it, Jayne. I can't control it. We're good. Next up,
Awesome.
the guinea pig himself, Tommy and the Collective.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective here, nibbling off toes and giving Steven a ration of shit. Oh, wait a minute. He does that himself. Never mind. 48 ounces, Steven. 48 ounces. Hold and release after 5 minutes.
Thank you, sir. And next up, the great, the one and only, the author himself, Stephen Walton.
Somehow I feel safer now.
Steven? Oh, geez.
I am here. I am here to confirm what my torso has said. PhD does not mean doctorate. It's you know what it is.
All right. All right. Well, welcome everybody to the party. We are here. It's Saturday night. I can't get away from that dong. I don't know why. It's a dong. It just keeps popping in my face. I'm a little probably lagging just a hair, but I have faster internet because I found an adapter so I can plug directly into the freaking hub thing. The
hub thing.
Are you doing Ethernet over power? Please tell me you're doing Ethernet
through my US. What is that?
You guys are all doing it wrong, man. You use your house's electrical to run your internet to any room you want in the house. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk after the show. I need that.
You got it.
I need that. So, before I say anything else, StreamYards must have heard of my problem trying to get people under different people and moving people. Steven, bring that up. Bring up your avatar, please.
Oh, God.
StreamYards has watch this. StreamYards has added a feature. All I have to do. Oh shit! I fucked it up. All right.
No,
all I have to
can't
do
even handle
is
it.
slide one away.
That is
Shut up!
hilarious.
Oh wow!
I did it. I did it.
Nice.
Oh,
I can move anyone anywhere.
Wait. Hold on.
Look at that.
Hold on.
Nice.
It's like cheating.
Hold on.
Oh shit!
Why are the women
All right.
on the bottom?
Guys,
Are they not tops?
Guys, hold on. What
Good,
just
so
happened?
they hold us up.
Wait, what just happened here?
Oh, watch. I could just on StreamYards. I could just click on your picture.
He made Steven
Click on your picture.
Oh, they're already off, Sonny.
Click on your picture and slide you over to somewhere else, and it switches.
Yeah,
you.
that's something
didn't
Steven's
do it,
used to,
did I?
you know,
Shit.
sliding things
yeah,
around.
you're gonna
Right here,
get bored
right?
out.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Does that mean that we can play Tic Tac Toe script doctors?
Yeah.
Aliens, dude.
Yes.
It's like God powers.
Yes. And
Dr.
I'm
Seuss.
telling you,
Yes.
I should have downloaded the one you sent me, Culture, with the Tic Tac Toe. Oh, here we go. Hold the horses, everybody.
Oh my God.
The goddamn
Listen,
horses.
Elaine, when you do
script
it,
doctors everywhere.
Elaine, can you put breasts on your script doctor avatar?
I don't have a script doctor.
Well, when
You
you
need
have one,
I think there's plenty to go around.
we'll call it script
The
milkers.
poor woman's surrounded by script
Man,
doctors.
why am
Some sort of
I
weird
left out of all the
fantasy.
cool fun stuff? You guys suck.
You need a script doctor. You need a script doctor. All right. So before we go anywhere, a couple channel things. I need to say thank you and hello to the members of the Spork Nation, the Sporksers, the Sporkaroonies. We'll find a better name at some point. And those people are, we have Larry, we have Emotionally Unstable Amphibian, we have Cultured Casino, we have Tina Bojan, we have According to Christie, we have Rousa Eisa, and we have Lady Tauriel. Thank you for being members. Feel free to go below, find the little join button, and join the Spork Nation. Support me.
Yes.
Getting better internet, getting better computers. It's going to be freaking awesome, people.
Be Scott's
right.
member. Be it.
Aliens, man.
Hold me up with my member. If you could hold my members up,
Bro, my member is
that's
holding
all that
you up.
matters. Oh, I like that.
I
like
know.
that.
Aliens,
And
bro.
as little as, and look, it's almost like helping a small child in Africa. $2 a month you could start at. It's the price of a cup of coffee at the Wawa.
And you
All right,
might
anyways.
meet an alien. If you join, you may just meet an alien.
Well, actually, it's
The
cheaper than
Wawa.
Starbucks coffee, so you're getting a discount, really.
You are.
Yeah,
And then I
got
got to bring this
on
up.
to you.
Okay,
I-
why have I
and-
not been
and
able
look
to
at all-
actually? why haven't I been able to actually
Well, go
purchase like Walton's coffee? Like, is there not a company out there that he can
We're
slap
getting
their face on a bag of coffee?
We are working on it. We are working on it, Ords. Me and Culture have been working on the marketing for Steven's products, and we're going to get it out there. This is thoroughly and completely endorsed by his own family members, which I have seen him do a video, and they were shaking their heads vehemently, saying, yes, they want to see these things. We are starting next month with Steven's finest candles.
Dude,
it is legitimately happening.
I'm just saying, I'm due for a freaking cleanse. All right.
God bless
I'm
you,
working.
Steven.
I'm still working on the casting's going a little rough. But I think I'm going to get Latino Slant to help me out here, and I think we're going to end up with the true real life commercial of the fake Walton's coffee brand and his search for coffee. I think that's coming.
I will buy that twice over, please. And
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gonna be great.
Like,
Need that to me.
And this right here.
Ooh.
This was given to me. Sent me 4 of these different Whitaker bars from the great
nice.
Michael Wolf. So thank you, Michael Wolf. This is the only one left, buddy, because I am a fat diabetic bastard. Thank you. Right. I am
not gonna last
starting to slow down.
Maybe you should call your fans the Scotty's
like I'm
speaking spellers.
Yes.
Okay, so my internet is still the computer can't handle this shit. Okay, people.
Scotty, when
I got
my
too many.
internet, when my internet is better than yours, there's a serious problem there.
Scott's internet is
it's not the
internet. About 5 megabytes
it's
per
the computer.
second, bro.
Scott's computer /
It's the
internet
fucking
is like
computer.
the longest running meme of the year.
Yes.
Like, it's like, bro, like, did you even call your provider and find out how many megs you're running, bro? Come on.
Well, remember, it's a megabits, not bytes. It's only an eighth of the actual speed you think it is.
Oh no.
Oh no, we lost Ords. Oh, look, it works better now that he's gone. What up? And he's back. So.
Oh wait,
It was
shit!
set-
Oh, damn. Sorry, guys.
Hilarious.
I gotta ask Darren, are you a member? Because I haven't seen your name on the list. If you are, let me know. I apologize if I missed you. For the better half of the Ords pair, diabetes. Thank you very much. All right, let's get this shit going, guys. So we're gonna start off real quick because we talked about it on the last stream. The loss of Chadwick Boseman. To me, that was a big hit to just movies in general, to being a good human being. If anybody wants to speak on that, we're just going to talk about it shortly because we did go over it for quite a while on Rogue Entertainment. But anybody Script Doctor, I'm not trying to put you out there, but you've met a lot of people in the industry. Someone like him, is he like a unicorn?
Well, I mean, to every degree, an actor does bring something special and unique to a role. I've only ever heard really positive things about Chadwick Boseman. I've never had the privilege of meeting him. He's definitely a very prolific actor. He's had a lot of fantastic roles over his career. He gained huge notoriety amongst the younger people when he got Black Panther in Civil War, which was like an amazing performance. And on top of that, he was a really well-written character. I especially loved the very last scene he's in where he prevents the villain from trying to kill himself. He's like, no, you're going to face justice because that's the role model. That's a role model, and that's kind of what you want in your heroes. I was somewhat disappointed with Black Panther, not so much with the direction or the visual aesthetics and how they tried to bring Wakanda to life. Just there were some post-production issues that felt kind of like that they didn't do as much service as what the director needed. And I guess now in hindsight, now that we know the full story, it makes sense why Chadwick Boseman was not as big a part of his own movie as we originally were expecting. Because that was also something, because he's kind of taken out for a good 30, 45 minutes because he's thought to be dead. So and I guess now we know why. At that time shooting it, he was, I think, early stage 3 cancer. So they had to rework that around. And it's tragic that cancer has taken another person. Not just the fact that it's because of Chadwick Boseman, because he's a celebrity and what became a role model, but just that this is a disease that has lots of different variations of it that claims indiscriminately, and it's sad that not everybody can get the treatment they need, especially and the diagnosis in an early time. Jeez, I love you, Elaine. It don't enough time to get it treated properly and effectively. So yeah.
Hey,
God,
I would like to build off that when what he's talking about. The guy being special in his own right, and I think one of the things that actually made him special is the fact that he didn't come out and he didn't try to use this as like a rallying cry or a soapbox to preach anything. He silently kept it under wraps, and he didn't need to put it out there and say, okay, well, I need pity points for this because I have cancer. He went out there and he made a difference, and he went out and he's seen kids in hospitals, and he did all the right things that somebody in his position should have done without sitting there calling attention to it, like so many other people more than likely would be doing at this point, especially if they had cheesy careers.
Right.
It's
I know
it's
where
weird.
that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's weird. Like thinking about it. Just like the premise of the movie, and like you said, there's that period of time where he's presumed to be dead, and and really quick to put on what Tommy was saying, it just goes to show you the integrity of this person, the humility of this person, to put that aside, and it just makes it that much more beautiful. It sucks that we didn't know, because we would have loved to support him in that and show him love, and but in the same sense, he just gave, which again just says a lot to his character. But I actually watched the film today with the kids and stuff, and it was the oldest one, first time he had seen it, and he was like on the edge of his seat the whole time. And it was just really cool to see that, how excited he was about how that movie was going to end, and really the message behind that movie. Like, even though he had to like take out Killmonger, like he still cared enough about him to like challenge his dad. Like, why would you leave him behind like that? Why would you do that? Like, he still that character still found a way to love.
Right.
And it was just crazy to
And
think about how
it wasn't his writing, but his acting brought that to life.
Yeah, and I'd like to think that he embodied that in his everyday life, in his normal life, and just to deal with like mortality as you're filming, and then to deal with it in real life, like that to me that's got to take a lot of damn strength to like get through that. And like, because I can't, just thinking to myself of like, if the doctor tells me, man, you got cancer, like I can't, like, you don't even know, like, you don't know how it's going to go in your head. And for him to deal with that both on screen and in real life that's a hell of a person right there, man.
Right. And you know what? He did what a lot of people do. I mean, in Hollywood, people love to give you their sob story or get that recognition for what they're battling. He did it like any other man that I know does, kind of quietly, personally, family size, went through it. But it's amazing to see, like, now that you look back at photos of him from 2015 and 14, and then again in 2018, like, you could actually see him getting sick and you didn't even realize it. The guy, I mean, what I loved most about him is what we read about on our last stream, how he went to hospitals to meet kids with cancer and help them through the worst times of their lives, while he was also battling his own form of cancer. So, anybody else want to jump on that?
I mean, I'll just reiterate what I said earlier. Hold on, let me take this avatar off. Reiterate what I said earlier, which is, you've got a person who was more concerned with being strong for children and other people who were going through what he was battling at that time. And I've watched people fade away just recently, in the last couple of years, from cancer, and it takes everything out of you. So for him to continue to work, I mean, it just to go to the store, just to get up and do something when you're going through chemo, it takes a lot of willpower and strength, getting past all the nausea and just, you're radiating your body, you're killing yourself to cure yourself. The fact that he was more concerned with being a symbol of hope for people who were going through those treatments, children mainly, which I have a soft spot for, just shows you the strength of character in Chadwick. And there are times when a person's politics doesn't mean anything, and their heart and who they are as people, caring people, means a hell of a lot more. And so that's how I will remember him. My love to his family, friends, and fans.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Right,
it's crazy. Well, real quick, it just I was kind of perusing the internet, and like there are people out there who like you wouldn't even think that like would have anything to say about it, that are making videos that are like, wow, I can't believe this has happened. Like this is crazy. It's kind of surprising how this has really affected a lot of people, and part of it is just how young he was.
Like who?
The Amazing Atheist did a video about it, and I was like, it just kind of blew my mind that he's like said they're talking about how like it's actually affecting him, and yeah, I mean just to use that as an example, but it's nice to have a place where no matter what you think or how you feel about somebody, you all can kind of come to an agreement on one thing, that this is tragic and that this guy left a legacy that we only hope to, project. And yeah, you know what I mean?
It's kind of funny when you think about a lot of those things, because I actually had a family member that went through cancer, and it was brain cancer, and it claimed her. So, it was one of those things where he actually, like I said, he went out and did things that were good for other people. Now, I watched this family member of mine broke down and didn't want to do anything and didn't want to be involved in anything and just basically shut herself down from the whole world. So the fact that he kept going is just a testament to his strength, and like Wards is saying, basically to be able to honor that is, that's something that everybody should be able to do. And I think that you're going to wind up seeing a lot of people on both sides of the fence that are actually going to be able to agree on this topic, I believe.
Right.
I would hope so. We would hope so. I mean, there should be certain things that we all get together. You're muted, Scott. There should be certain things that we all agree on, and I've been saying that for the last few weeks about a myriad of different subjects. But we all have differences. We all see the world differently. We all have differences of opinions, and whether those opinions are in stark contrast or whatever they may be about some things, there are some values that we should all hold. And I think that perseverance of Chadwick and how much attention he put into, like he went to St. Jude's, 2 years ago, and how much attention he put into people, survivors of cancer and things like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's something we should all agree is humanitarian and done with love. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we just found out in my chat. Darren, like my father before me, is one of my every stream guys, and he's battling brain cancer. So it happens to everyone. I lost my father to lung cancer 20 years ago, so it's just we all go through it. It's just how you deal with it, the grace you deal with it. It's a fucked up disease. It's bullshit that anyone still dies from it today, but it is one of those things that there's so many different forms of it, you can't nail it down. So I just want to send my prayers and condolences to his family.
Yeah,
absolutely. And for those of you out there who are dealing with this, don't ever feel like you have to be alone. Like, reach out if there's something you're struggling with that you either need to talk about or whatever. Just reach out. Anybody on this panel, I promise you, and I speak confidently on this, would get back to you and be there for you and talk to you. Like you said, like you were saying, Tommy, like don't shut yourself out. Like, be that light, carry on this legacy, be that light. And
absolutely,
because people are going to remember that, and just be that light.
Man, being a man, and if it's a matter of being, I've known someone that.
All right, let's move on from this.
Okay.
Yeah. No, go on. I'm so delayed, dude. Just go on.
He's
Go on.
lagging. He's lagging, Steven.
No, fuck
So
you. Go on.
I knew
Just bragging about your internet.
I knew someone that was too macho, too proud to say something that they were going through, and it ended up biting them. So look, man, if it comes down to just like a macho, manly, or a pride thing, just you know what? There's always one or two per people that you know that you can put those walls down for. So yeah, if you need help, you know, if you're struggling, if you're going through something like this, talk to somebody, man. Your friends are valuable allies, especially when it comes to keeping your spirits up and getting through this type of thing. So
there are very few things that are stronger than admitting that you have a problem or fighting a disease, and that takes a lot of strength to do. And you will get a lot of support from that. And to Darren, I hope you get the best treatment you can for your illness. I do know the type of cancer you have. It has a really high survival rate. So I'm wishing that you are part of that survival rate because you are a great person in this chat and in this community. And if you ever, again, like Steven's right, if you need to reach out to any one of us, my DMs are open. So shoot me a line on Twitter. Happy to listen to what you have to say and talk.
Slide into Script Doctor's DMs, Darren. Slide into them. Yeah.
Slide in there.
I'm gonna slide later.
I know.
Look, he's learned how to open those DMs up from the master Stephen Walton himself.
Script accepts.
It is completely lubed up and ready for you to get in there.
Script accepts all types. All types.
I know, Darren. I feel like I know Darren well enough right now. He doesn't want the focus on him. The dude is hilarious. So he knows we got your back, brother. You ever need to talk, just DM one of us. But for now, let's move on to something a little bit more positive, like a $5 super chat from Fatal J.
Hey, Fatal.
And he says, amazing panel tonight, spreading love to my brothers.
Aww.
Fatal, we have to hook up. We have to hook up, man.
Yeah, comic books. We gotta get some more info on that comic book he's making.
Dude, that comic book looks sick, dude. I can't wait to back that. Also, I always try to get on Fatal stuff, man. I've been on his channel once, man. He's just so elusive. He's like a ninja, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's good. That's because he does.
He is.
Ninja vanish. He's gone. Poof. You
straight,
can't find him.
Yeah, total.
Fatal. I'm going to be putting together that TFM live stream again soon when I'm because the Fandom Menace Volume 2 is going to go live, the Indiegogo for that next week, I think. Week after. Oh, yeah, next week after I ship out the last of these books. So I'll get up with you so we can talk about your book because I'm excited about all of these creators in the Fandom Menace community coming out with projects. This is great.
I caught that interview that Tom over at Midnight Jazz After Dark did. The interview with Fatal. That was dope.
Nice.
That was a great one.
That was a really good one, dude.
Welcome to the party, McKinney 90.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Makini, what's up?
Oh my
Hey,
God, hell yeah! What's up,
Sorry about that. I was just being subtle in the chat, so I was like, Scott, I'm here.
You slid in the DM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody fuck with my boy McKinney, all right?
Yeah,
Is it Bikini or Makini?
It's either
Makini.
one.
I slid in
Oh,
right
either
there.
one. Okay.
You can say it.
It's McKinney.
Yeah, his name is Bikini. Leave him alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so Fatal J is blowing up, so he threw me another $2. Sorry, Jane, and my sisters too. Thank you. And then the Great Culture Casino, who I think he had something to say. His beautiful unicorn. Did you have something to add to this culture?
Oh no! Oh gosh, no! I can't add to what Script said. It's 100% accurate. Plus, we were going to move along from that subject in the interest of entertaining. So,
yes. Hey, right, Steven, can you? I could not find that Stardust thing, and while you're looking for the Stardust thing, Bikini, what do you have to say about it? Because I know you drew and had some stuff going on.
Right. First thing I want to say, everybody, I'm putting this in the chat, guys. Fatal J's book, Ninja Blast, is coming soon on Indiegogo. Subscribe to the mailing letter so you get your first dibs on it, man. It's gonna be huge.
Hell yeah,
absolutely huge.
Awesome.
Second thing is, I saw the tweet that Jayne posted earlier, and that was stupid what they were saying. And it wasn't until you brought it up on the last stream that it started to piss me off, because I'm like, I did a morning stream of drawing Black Panther for the first time, and that was inspired by an artist I saw who was posting up. Everybody was.
Let me fill people in, McKinney. Let me fill people in, because that was the last stream. There might be people that weren't on that stream. So we brought up a tweet. I'm not even going to bring this guy up to give him any time, but the guy pretty much, said, if you're non-black, don't draw Black Panther right now. Do not, in memoriam, draw Black Panther. Allow only black artists to do it right now. And, he didn't give us a timeline when we could start drawing them, but he said, don't draw them right now. And that's what McKinney's talking about. Go ahead, buddy.
Was he at the meeting to determine that? Because I don't recall him getting any authority for such a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
The audacity.
The audacity. And the thing is, I was scrolling through, I guess, Twitter and even Instagram timeline last night. Everybody was posting up photos of Black Panther. Everybody was probably posting up artwork of Black Panther on the wake of his passing.
Videos with his picture up, all kinds of stuff.
Hell, even I did one during a morning stream. I drew Black Panther for the first time because I was inspired by another artist who I think he's actually white. Posted one of their older pics of Black Panther. So that's you don't have authority on that. You don't know. You don't get to dictate that.
Because it's also a way of people expressing themselves and how they mourn and giving or paying tribute to this person. And I don't think anyone should say, oh, you shouldn't do that. You don't have authority over someone's right to grieve or to remember someone. So.
Right.
I'm very triggered by the empathy and understanding going on right now. I just wanted to say.
Yeah, let's get away from empathy.
I am black.
I don't know if you're black enough.
Yeah.
Should I turn my camera on right now?
Well, I'm just saying we need a pigment check to see if you could draw him.
Well, no. There's one single test that we can prove of whether or not that you're black enough, Bikini, and that is simply going to ask you: are you voting for Biden?
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Oh God!
Oh God! All right, next one. Okay,
bitches ain't shit.
$5. $5 super chat from Ord's board saying, "Yeah, thank you, brother. Whatever. Yeah."
I will.
And then a $2 super chat from Toxic Man Flu. Gagus Grease, Disney's porn strategy. I like it. I like
So I'm
it.
giving up. They need that grease with me.
Working with Disney. What's going on here, buddy?
They need that grease with me, buddy.
I thought you weren't going to kneel. I mean, I knew you were going to squat, but now you're kneeling. What's going on here?
No, I'm standing. I'm the one they need to lube it. All right, I'm ready. That's the only.
Yo, Scott.
Well, I mean, it's a lot to fit. You got to cram and
I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I get to send you super chats now.
I know. I'm excited. You could send me super chats too. It makes me very happy.
We can get better internet. It's an investment.
I know that some of the audience came here from Rogue Entertainment. Do we want to go over, skim over the understanding of what this is after you preface it?
Oh, yes.
Would you like to preface it first?
So,
is this another one of those
projects...
forced movements like the Gray Order?
This is even better than the Gray Order.
Oh, even worse.
Better.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
This is real fandom.
This is better. So yes, it's real fandom. So I actually looked up Project Stardust while between the two streams, and the actual term Project Stardust was the creation of the Death Star. That's what the code name was for the creation of the Death Star. So these fine women
Rogue One,
are pretty much talking about, yes, as of Rogue One, of course, are talking about a project that could destroy the world. That's what these women want to bring us. So Project Stardust was created by a fine young woman. We'll call her Meg. And Karen decided that women were not allowed to rep Star Wars fandom. So they weren't allowed to say, we're fans, we're here, deal with it. So she felt the need to create this 8-bit website. Yeah, shut up, Meg. She created this 8-bit website from her, I don't know, 8th grade nephew, put it together because she's probably living with her cats and no one else.
Triggering.
Is this a Wix website?
And it's a powerful message. Wix would be way better than this. So right before Steven goes into skimming over some of the I don't know, what would you call it? Their motto, what a company's have? It's not their motto. It's their
it would be called
modus
a
operandi.
manifesto. No, it's their manifesto. Yeah.
It's a declaration of inclusion, Tommy.
Manifesto sounds appropriate.
Oh my God, I'm so triggered.
$2 from Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1. Thank you, sir. Happy Non-Judgment Day, August 29th, 2020. I don't think everyone got that memo. So, Stephen, why don't you give us a little background on what's going on with this page right here?
All right, absolutely. This is Project Stardust. It is a spark of hope our galaxy needs. All right, the Star Wars fandom has been toxic for 40 years. Totally toxic, has not supported this franchise properly, and Kathleen Kennedy wanted to get rid of that audience and bring in an all-new one, a very inclusive one that one that understands their own pronouns. And so this is the new fandom. This is the fandom that has replaced us, and this is a website dedicated to those 10 weirdos. And this is what we're gonna figure out. Okay. This is what the creator of the website has fashioned for us. General, what's our next move? No one had ever asked me anything like that before. I looked up and from yet another round of hateful tweets, the abuse wearing me down faster than I'd expected. I'm sure I couldn't handle it. They were just mean tweets, just a bunch of YouTube videos calling me things I'll never repeat. What now? Except they weren't just tweets or hateful videos. To have an opinion about Star Wars on social media makes you enough of a target. They're victims, okay? Listen, stop abusing these Raylos. Being a woman in this fandom means if you stand up and speak out against anything hateful, you will be hunted. And we were hunted. Nerd Cookies was hunted. My friends, I'm sorry. I thought we had a shot. There's just too many of them. I led a group of Star Wars fans into battle, and I thought we could win. And it felt like we weren't going to make it out alive. I never understood how Poe Dameron felt in that moment in Exegol, facing a menace without a face, admitting in front of everyone who'd been counting on him that he might fail. I knew that kind of despair I never knew that kind of despair until today.
Dum, dum, dum.
Project Stardust is an idea born from the ashes of hatred.
Are you? You know what? I'm sorry. Real quick, Steven. Real quick. Go for it, guys.
Well, I was just going to say this.
Ordsboard, you're our guest.
This is so dramatic. Like
Ordsboard, jump in it.
Melodramatic.
Yes. Like it's like more dramatic than when Steven does his spiel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's
got started, Ords.
That's dramatic. That's dramatic.
I'm gonna go cut myself. I'll be right back.
All right,
Jesus Christ. All right, let's do it.
Project Stardust is an idea born from the ashes of hatred. One morning in June 2020, I made the unsettling discovery that I was working for a racist running a Star Wars fan website. I quit. The entire writing staff quit. We burnt the whole thing down. And I found myself once again lost, desperate for a place in this fandom where a woman could call the shots, where women could decide how to approach Star Wars news, share their opinions, celebrate what they love, and not have to worry about their opinions being constantly dismissed. Apparently, I wasn't the only one with this frustration. Before the same day ended, I had a group of over 40 women begging me to start a Star Wars site. One led by women, for women. One that would promote positivity and inclusivity. But most importantly, a place where female creators could show off their Star Wars things because they're beautiful things and they deserve to be seen. After months of planning and prep,
Steven, I just caught something. Steven,
go ahead.
I just caught something, buddy. I just caught something. She said it's for women, right? It's for women.
Yes.
But then she used the word female. She used the word female. Didn't we just learn that we're trying to get rid of that word?
She doesn't know. She didn't get her NPC update from CNN today. All right, you've got to give it time. This was written a few days ago. There's been no update.
Okay.
Okay.
It was literally written a few days ago.
Right. Okay. It's okay. It's been updated since then. Okay. Apparently, I wasn't okay. No. After months of planning and prep, the week of our scheduled launch, I casually but excitedly tweet out Project Stardust, and overnight, I became Poe Dameron in that X-wing on Exegol, trying and failing to defend my team. Trying to take every shot on their behalf, trying to stay hopeful and failing at that too. All I wanted was to make this fandom better. All I wanted was to give underrepresented Star Wars fans a platform to speak up, to celebrate, to love.
So hold on a second. So she's celebrating her failures.
Is she creating a Star Wars
where we're at now?
site?
We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna work through this.
I just love how she
Before you figure it out,
agrees with her as the First Order. This is ridiculous.
Oh, of course. But before you guys go on, we got a couple super chats and some new members. So welcome to the high level Nerd Cookies. Yes, she is part of my member. Thank you, Nerd Cookies. I appreciate that.
Sporking Moves podcast.
That is sweet of you. Sporking Moves. Hold on, let me. Sporking Moves. Hold on.
Moves podcast.
Oh, can you see him in my little picture? You see him? All right. Next up, we got a $5 super chat from the great Toxic Man Flu. Project Coffee Butt, spreading enemas across the galaxy for all socioeconomic classes. I think that's powerful. I don't know about you guys.
Love it.
Bravo.
That's powerful.
Very.
Bravo.
Very inclusive.
Bravo.
It's liberating for Steven.
Stunning and brave, right?
Sparkly Batman says he approves.
Oh, then that's all that matters. From TechCom. I don't know if I know TechCom, so thank you for being here.
It's Jeffrey
August
Turner
29th, 19. Oh, you beautiful bastard, Jeffrey.
Hail
August 29th, 1997 was the original judge. Oh, it was the original Judgment Day in T2.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
We beat it by
While I'm
23
reading
years.
super chats, everyone shut up. Everybody, yes, we have. Thank you. And coming in don't worry, McKinney. I'll just never have you on again. No, just kidding. At the new member, you're all right, my friend. Toxic Man Flu is coming in at the little finger status. That's the top of the list right there. Thank you, Toxic Man Flu.
You better watch it.
And then from the great
McKee's my
Guiltman.
boy.
What?
You better watch it. McKee's my boy.
I'll throw you to the curb too.
Oh shit!
I will throw you to the curb too. The Guilt Man for $4.99. Why is Steven sounding so weird? Did he not have his enemas yet? Much love to everyone except for shirtless Steven. Thank you for all that you do. Now, Guiltman, are you talking about shirtless Steven? Are you talking about the beautiful man we all know? Are you talking about this guy?
What a beautiful couple. What a beautiful couple.
Is this the guy you're looking for? I mean, that's gorgeous, right?
Future ex-husband.
You guys.
No prenup with this guy.
You see, what you don't understand is that, you see, the Walton's best brewing has been in a scandal since Steve's been trying to Harvey Weinstein himself into Gilkman's bedroom. So
you're goddamn right.
The poor Gilkman. The poor Gilkman. That young man needs something. I don't know.
The Gilkman just downvoted.
He doesn't need you in his life. The Gilkman could always downvote me. He's the best. He's the best. Another $4.99 from Miss Martin Muses. All she did was have some people like me say that I was never excluded from the fandom. It's not like we murdered her firstborn. So what she's talking about is this woman went and blocked all the women that disagreed with her. All the women that disagreed with her.
Well, it's about
and it's
a lot of women.
freaking ridiculous.
It's about
So it's not
inclusion.
about gender. It's about your Star Wars opinions and not wanting anyone to disagree with you.
It's about power too. It's about her having power.
Oh, absolutely.
Power
all
and
right,
control
Steven.
the narrative.
All right. All I wanted to do was make this fandom better, which is why she's blocking other fans. You don't understand this, all right? You patriarchy. All I wanted was to give underrepresented Star Wars fans, God, I couldn't even say that word, a platform to speak up, to celebrate, to love.
Don't speak up against her. That's
No,
the key.
Jayne. You're supporting the patriarchy, Jayne. Calm down. Sit back down, all right? Have some pumpkin spice. I am writing this with a broken heart and a wounded soul. But this is a promise this is my promise to all of you. No matter how hopeless this seems, I will not back down. We will not give up. Project Stardust is for every female, femme, NB to share their words, their art, their designs. LGBTQ plus creators don't always get to the love they deserve. We're here to give it. Women of color don't always show off their Star Wars things they're making. We're here to yell about it and share all the links. Star Wars is for everyone.
That's
and we're
true.
tired of certain fans showing us otherwise. Until we can silence the hate and civilly coexist, it's our time to lead the charge. They can intimidate us, insult us, gaslight us, bully, harass, and terrify us, but they cannot overtake us. There are more of us, Poe. Turn the corner. See the ships, the people, the hope. There are more of us. Just when we thought we wouldn't ever make it off the ground, the love in this community saved us. It didn't erase the hate, the harassment, the pain, but it did give us a reason to keep flying, to keep fighting. There are more of us. Stand with us, and together we can change the fandom. Together we can save the galaxy.
Does anybody else realize real quick, when she says that last line, stand with us, doesn't that sound like the Emperor talking to Luke? Take your place next to me after you strike down your father.
I think she should change her name to Sistler.
Oh God,
that's what she sounds like.
I mean,
she probably has a mustache too. From the way she sounds, I bet she has a mustache.
Maybe I'm not one to talk, but they're really, paving the way with 600, 700 followers or something like that.
Well, it's funny that this is Star Wars for everyone, and we're tired of certain fans showing us otherwise. But yet the same double speak. They're blocking people, denying opinions, denying experiences, denying other women their voices. They're talking about everyone, but this is a female only. This is only for women. This is only for women and people with dongs that identify as women and other weird things. But it's all about everyone. It's all about being for everyone. But you are being as exclusive as you possibly can.
Well, it's funny because it's like they're really just giving people power over them in a sense. If you're really saying that we're this effective to push you out of the fandom, then you weren't a true fan to begin with. If you were a fan, you'd have been like, well, I'm a fan regardless. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say about me. You're just giving people power. You're making up something that doesn't even exist. Nobody said you had to hang around. Nobody said you had to watch. You could easily click to the next video, or you could easily, click to the next profile, man. You're giving the people this power, which really doesn't even exist because it's not happening.
But she wants to be a victim. That's the thing.
Right.
Sorry. That last sentence sounds very similar to my what everybody says is if you're not with us, you're against us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are no victims in life. There are only volunteers, and everybody that signs up for this project is volunteering to be a victim because that's the thing that every single bit of this manifesto, this proclamation, this gobbledygook word salad of garbage is 100% victimhood. I've been victimized by every single person ever since the beginning of time, and especially when I was like trying to, talk about my Raylo-ness and have my butterflies in my Twitter posts and crap. And that's all this stuff is. I mean, it's like, okay, you truly don't understand Star Wars. Well, these are the same kind of people that don't understand Star Trek. There has never been a more inclusive fandom than Star Wars or Star Trek. In fact, there are historical pictures that were posted the last few days, especially in response to this, that show the movie theaters like the one that I went to in 1977 to see this film. And the outside of it was a good 2/3 men for sure, but at least a third or more of women. So it's total garbage. This is garbage, and they are doing everything that they accuse the Fandom Menace of by excluding everybody except for their narrow view of who's acceptable as a fan, which is also garbage.
SJWs,
Exactly.
people like this project their own bias on others.
Yeah, they call you a name before you can call them the same name. So, it's like,
and the minute they don't agree with you, they automatically said, like they said in this article, that they're going to yell about it. We're going to scream from the rooftops because we don't agree with you.
Well, I mean, look, everybody has their opinion, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Like, I wouldn't deny that. But when you begin to exclude other people's opinions because they don't line up with your narrative, when you remove debate, you can't be taken seriously at that point. You're creating an echo chamber. Get Jayne. Look, I'll put Jayne Theory on a podcast, no matter whose channel, with these people any day of the week, and let her tell you about her experiences. I bet you they wouldn't be able to stand 5 minutes of it.
No, they barely lasted the day before they protected their page, or she did. Meg did. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They don't want to hear any opposing views. They don't want to hear any other person's experiences. And for this project to be supposedly for women, the way they want to silence women who disagree is the exact opposite of inclusion. So they're not making any sense, or she's not making any. I'm still not convinced there that many people involved in this nonsense.
Jayne, you have internalized misogyny.
Right. So you know. That's their response to it.
Word salad. You have word salad that we made up, that this lady started making up word salad in 1984, and we ended up with these bogus gender studies programs that ruined the critical thinking in the universities. And every single bit of academia has been infested by this to produce degrees that are totally invalid outside of these tiny little cliques of humans that understand half of the shit they're saying.
Well, it's a testament to the people that are beginning to support, people like the Fandom Menace Comics Gate, which you see, is because there's this, I would say, the silent majority of people who are afraid to say exactly how they feel because of the backlash. So they find solace in channels like this and artwork like over there at Comics Gate, because it's a place where they can say what they got to say, even if we disagree, or even if people disagree with them. That it is a welcome platform here, at least where we're at in our circle of people. It's you're able to say what you got to say, but it's the reason you're seeing that, man. Is these people are screaming. So you're right there, buddy.
He looks like he needs a coffee enema.
McKinney, what were you going to say? I want to hear what McKinney has to say.
Right. I was going to say, if it's culture, is that I'll do you one better. I brought this up in the last stream that it was my mom who actually wanted me to be a Star Wars fan. She took me to watch the original trilogies when they were re-released in the 90s. And I can recall, my minds may not be clear, but I can recall that, going into those theaters, it was more of a family thing. So we saw boys and girls, all kinds, enjoying Star Wars. I may have not met any female Star Wars fans of growing up, but I do know they existed, and I've always thought that was something cool, and that was always something that I would always welcome.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
I think that's hot, isn't it? I mean, isn't it hot? Like a Star Wars chick who knows her Star Wars. That's kind of hot, right?
Yeah. I got into anime because one of my best friends growing up was
nerd
an
orgasm.
Anime,
That's a
nerdgasm.
Yeah, well, you know what the biggest
nerdgasm. Thank you.
The biggest
I
problem
suck.
with most of these people, I really think that the biggest problem with them, and the reason that they have such a problem with Star Wars, is the fact that it doesn't include a lot of the typical what girls and women would like in it. And I think that's what their biggest problem with this franchise is that it's an action movie that can draw people from all walks of life, of all races and sexes, and they don't like that because it's not fitting what a woman should be watching. I really think that is part of it.
Tommy, you see, that's I think you answered that. That's the thing, is that because we've seen properties in the past, growing up, and it's just like it may appeal to the male demographic, but that didn't mean that the female still can get into it. And I do think what you were saying is that's the issue. I think that's what they're having the problem with, is that Star Wars is it's a property that it may have catered to the male demographic for most of the years, but it never shied away. It never shunned any females away from getting into it because there was something for everybody. It had that general appeal that it was able to grab everybody who wanted to be a part of it.
McKinney,
I
don't think you understand the values of Project Stardust. Scotty, do you want to go over their values?
Well, here, I think people are forgetting, the first movie, one of the strongest characters, the one that pretty much held everybody together, Princess fucking Leia, right? Like the one person in the entire movie that held everybody together.
Someone had to save their skins.
That's
she saved her
right there.
Exactly.
So my point is,
Elaine,
women have
you gotta
been
save
involved.
yourself sometimes.
Women have been involved in Star Wars since the goddamn beginning.
Sure.
I don't understand this. I don't get it.
But even as for me, I mean, Luke was always my favorite character because it's who you relate to the most, and and his qualities, you kind of related to the most, for me, anyways. So it was always accessible to everyone.
You're so
these are literally characters. Like what they want is they want characters that transcend gender and all this other stuff. So we get characters that transcend because they're such great characters, good writing. They transcend it where other people can relate. All genders can relate to one character. We've had it since the beginning, and now they're screaming that it doesn't exist. It's not there. What the hell are you talking about?
The circle is now complete.
And here's the thing. I think I heard when you were bringing it up in the last stream, you bring it up here, that the person who was writing this article, she's saying that they were like bullied by other kids because they like Star Wars growing up. What didn't Anna, that Star Wars girl, loved Star Wars and Star Trek growing up at probably that similar age?
Yeah,
it did. I mean,
I never felt. I mean, I never felt like I had to ask permission to be, or that I felt uncomfortable being a Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
or a nerd. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. You like what you like.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask permission. It just is.
Well, we're going to find out.
I think a lot of these people,
go ahead.
they're trying to pull off on something that happened to everybody in like the early 80s and even into the 90s a little bit, where anybody who liked anything that was, fiction or fantasy, we're getting picked on as nerds still at that point.
That's right.
So you know what? If you were getting picked on because you liked the franchise like this and you were a nerd, oh my God, you poor little baby, I'm so sorry for that. But everybody fucking went through it. Get over yourself.
Well,
this is not special.
You know what, Tommy, you put it perfectly.
You know what you need? You need 48 ounces of Walton's dark roast, and maybe you can get this out of your system.
Tommy, that's the thing. It's that every single person, even I could get you every single person on this panel, every single person in this chat. We've been, we've probably been bullied. We've probably been made fun of. We've probably been kicked up. We've probably been made fun of, because of the stuff that we geeked out into, stuff that we liked when we were kids.
You just explained my entire life.
And what it is that, we, growing up as as being adults as we are, we don't have that. We didn't grow up to have that mindset to just get back at those other people. We were proud of it. Either we may have been ashamed for it, we may have cried, maybe people laughed at us and such, but that's fine. We grew up and still had the passion for that because you still had that because it's the passion that mattered. What we loved,
that was the thing. That was the thing.
That was what mattered. You didn't care about anybody else thought of. And we were happy to people who did share that same passion with us.
Right.
And we grew up becoming, well-rounded people, well-rounded members of society, and we didn't have that grudge. We just continued loving what we did, and we continued accepting people who were happy to be a part of it. People who wanted to share that same passion that we are. It really is about the passion inside here, and that's what matters most. And what I get from this, get from Project Stardust, an article here, is that the people they feel that their passion wasn't strong enough to overcome the fact that people were picking on them. It didn't matter. It felt like their passion didn't matter to them that much, and it feels like they're trying to get attention or trying to get back for that when they don't understand that we all had that. We probably all had to experience that. We all had to experience that passion. We all had that passion for the things we love doing, for the things we love, and we never took it out on anybody else. It didn't matter to us in the end.
Yeah,
it didn't. But still, listen. This is one of those things where I've been watching that show Cobra Kai, and it's the truth. Everybody is so sensitive. Everybody wants to be, genderfied or not genderfied, or you're putting categories. We need Johnny whatever the fuck his name is, because the dude is amazing.
Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence. Thank you. I was about to say, Johnny Lawrence. Okay, giggles. Johnny Lawrence just shoots it straight. You got Daniel LaRusso over here doing his, balance shit, but you have Johnny, two-time champion of the All Valley Championship karate tournament, telling you like it is. These kids need to wake up. And these aren't just kids. These are 30-year-old, 40-year-old women and men that think their feelings matter. And the truth of the matter, fuck you. None of our feelings matter except to ourselves and to the people that love us. To everybody else, you can say whatever you want to me. I'm not going to allow it to affect me, because your feelings mean nothing to the spectrum of the world. People think that they're so important that everyone has to make them feel better. That, I don't feel like I'm part of this group. So if I'm not part of this group, I have to cancel this group. And I'm going to start a movement to cancel everyone that likes this group because I don't feel like I belong. Well, guess what? Shut up. Make your own group like this beautiful woman did in Project Stardust. Let's read some more, Steven. Thank you.
Real quick.
Go ahead, Orts. Go ahead.
It'll just be really quick, because McKinney got me thinking, man. Like, these people don't realize that the reason we enjoyed these properties is because we were the people who were cast out. We were the people who were put aside from all those things. So going into that, why would we be the people to push people aside from something that we found solace in, something that was always there for us, and it was the same? We could count on that stuff. When we couldn't count on people, what could we count on? We could count on these properties that showed us how to be decent human beings, that showed us that human beings have flaws, but through those flaws, they can learn to be better and unite under one umbrella. And we found solace in that. And these people don't realize, or they forget, that we were those people that got shunned out. So why would we make it this exclusive to one specific person when the whole reason we got into it was because we were cast out?
Right. Well, let's hold on. Time out. I know it's a great conversation, but I want you guys first to hear Project Stardust's values before you make your snap goddamn judgments.
Sorry.
Steve, no, don't be one of those.
I want to hear Tommy though too. I want to hear Tommy's thoughts.
Not on this channel. So
I want to hear Tommy's
everybody
thoughts.
You know what? You can shut the fuck up. Okay. Steven. Project Star, you're making me go Gilkman on your ass. All right. Project Stardust. Give us the values, and then I want to hear Tommy McKinney, or it's bored because it's his world.
No problem. You know what? I'm just going to say what I was going to say before then because I won't get a chance later. And also adding to what they were saying, real quick, when you've got people from our generation who were the outcasts, who were the the geeks and the nerds who kind of came together in this community, no matter who you were, where you came from, you loved this thing, and we came together, and the only thing we really argued about was what was better than what, who was better than who. We were also a generation that dealt with that criticism, those bullies getting rolled on at school. We didn't have all these different protective groups and protective terms and protective whatever the hell you've got going on in your schools nowadays. It is people from our generation. The reason that we're looking at you and saying buck up is because you didn't have to go through what we went through. We paved the way for you to act this stupid. And some of you now, there's Gen Xers. I'm sorry, excuse me. There's millennials and there's Zoomers that are decent kids, that are good people, that they're a part of, that have become a part of this fandom, but naturally. But we paved the way for you to be this stupid. All right, here we go. I was just trying to sum it up, guys. A lot of good conversation tonight. Our values. Project Stardust.
A lot of good conversation. We're killing it.
Project Stardust is a female-led Star Wars website and community that seeks to celebrate feminine voices in the wider Star Wars fandom through blogs, social media, and creative endeavors, both written and visual. From cosplay to fan fiction to universe's history to our favorite things to collect, Project Stardust looks at all this through our team of contributors. Values. Number 1. Inclusivity and diversity. Our community celebrates femmes of all body types, gender identities, sexual orientations, religions, and races. In our corner of the world, Black Lives Matter, trans women are women, and love is love. Anybody want to touch on that first one?
I just want to say love is love. God damn it, love is love.
As long as
I don't want to touch
adults, yeah.
I don't want to touch not one portion of any of that. Not even in the least.
I want to hear. I know. I hear you, man. I want to hear from Script. I want to hear from Culture because I haven't heard from Script in a while. And Jayne and Elaine. What do you guys have to say about these values? If you were even listening, because I wasn't.
Well, they're parroted values of other people's opinions. I don't believe that they're uniquely this person's.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, this whole thing doesn't seem to be inclusive at all because they're shutting other people out with differing opinions.
Yeah.
Even if you're women, which I don't agree. They just want people to agree with them and not challenge them about their Star Wars opinions. And if you're going to put something out there on the internet, you're welcoming all sorts of opinions, and some of them are going to agree with you and some of them aren't. It's just the way it is. You can't control a section of the internet and only receive what you want to see. This whole thing is ridiculous. It says inclusive, but it really isn't.
A bit.
You say it's whole for women, but it's women with certain opinions and certain check mark.
Well, it's like you're backwards from the moment you say it's for everybody, and then we're going to focus on this. You just said it's for everybody, and then you said you're focusing on this. So is it for everybody? Or are you focusing on female? Are you focusing on what is it? The feminine voices in the wider Star Wars. I'm going to check out. Okay.
Well, right away from their mission statement or whatever that was before. It was incredibly melodramatic without giving any specifics of what she actually experienced with the person she worked for or whatever. She was very vague and used a very flowery, dramatic language. So we know nothing about what actually happened. She just wanted to really dramatize the situation and appeal to emotion without any soundness of mind in this regard.
I'm going to say something sexist. I'm going to say something sexist, Elaine, and that's how you appeal to women. You go through the emotional thing. And that's not overtly sexist. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. But it's true. If it's easier to reach women on that level. It's also easier to reach men with action. It's just we were biologically programmed to be that way. So
the problem is that there's no consistency because she's going from talking about racism in the workplace to talking about discrimination for being a Star Wars fan. These are two totally different things. It should have been a dramatic story about how she was bullied for saying that she liked Leia or something like that. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You can't appeal to women with stupidity.
Well, that's the problem, Jayne, and I think Elaine was leading to it, is that there are no receipts for this conversation. There's no, not even like both of you were saying, there's no anecdotes. We're not being told, what happened in their life that made them feel this way. And it's, and first of all, what person, or male especially, in their right mind is going to, talk down to a female woman, whatever word we're going to use right now, when it comes to Princess Leia. I loved Princess Leia. I thought it was hysterically funny when she said "some rescue" when they're trying to break her out of the detention cell. And then she takes the blaster.
A little short for a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then
the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
Oh God. Yeah. This bucket of bolts, and get this walking carpet out of my way. I freaking love it.
Yeah, she's awesome, and I've never felt like I can't share my opinions. She's creating something out of nothing. Her perceived victimhood, she's using like language that obviously didn't happen. She said she burned it to the ground or something, whatever they were working on, and obviously that didn't happen. So she's using terms that don't actually specify what actually happened and what experiences she was going through. So it could be anything, and it could be just her perception of things. And honestly, that's where it all begins. Your perception of how you are receiving comments about your opinions, and that's a you problem.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
that's what I was trying to say before. It's it's all about personal feelings. It's all about your feelings. This woman created a goddamn website over her hurt feelings when her parents should have taught her move on. Like if someone makes you feel a way, it's actually not them making you feel that way. You feel that way yourself. So they're hitting a nerve. That's all that is. And I think Larry, before Steven starts reading more, Larry says every human's being has been part of Star Wars since day one. Go on. What were you going to say, Steven?
Oh, it's not a problem. Actually, I was you know what? Forget it. I have an exercise for everybody. We're going to go through these values, and we're going to try and sum them up as either, a better worded or not needing to exist. Mm-hmm. And for the first one, for the first one, for this whole paragraph, I'd like to offer Star Wars is for everyone. Just that.
Okay, I like that. And remember, everybody, smash that like button. Smash that like button.
It sucks because it's like these new fans. They're nothing like the old fans. Like we keep talking about how the only arguments we would have in the fandom would be what was better. Luke's saber or Vader's saber or whatever the case may be. We try to engage in these conversations with these people, and again, their feelings are hurt. You have to be able to take your licks. You know what I'm saying? Like in a fandom, you were saying, you got to be able to take your licks and walk away, man. You live to fight another day,
Well, quite honestly, though, but Ords, I mean, it's gotten to the point where these people and their victimhood has actually become almost like a sporting event. I mean, it might as well be in the Olympics this year. I mean, seriously.
Oh, yeah, Tommy, you know what? I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Itchy, and I'm going to start chest bumping them and saying, yeah, they're challenging you, bro. You think it's like your blog sucks, bro. Project Stardust, bitch, what's up? I'm going to make Itchy so
rep it.
No, because this is the answer to Disney Star Wars is dumb, really. This is the answer to Disney Star Wars is dumb. This is what we're getting. And I challenge anyone to read through a few articles of both of those websites, Disney Star Wars is dumb and Project Stardust, and tell me which one makes more sense.
Which is Disney Star Wars fandom is dumb.
Well, some of the fandom is dumb.
This part especially.
All right. Number 2, positivity and kindness.
All right, Steven, let's hear some values. Guys, let's hear some values and judge them. God, I am delayed, aren't I? I am so fucking delayed. But read those values and let's judge if they are Star Wars worthy or douchebag.
Number 2, values, positivity and kindness. Mm-hmm. From body and sex positivity to tone. What does this have to do with Star? I'm sorry. From body to sex positivity to the tone of our outputs, we seek to make our Star Wars a positive and kind experience. We tackle difficult topics and diverse opinions. We aim to do so in a constructive, kind way that recognizes the diversity of the Star Wars universe and fandom. Please, Someone take
Can,
that.
If I could say, sorry, if I could, because I realized my mic was muted. Sorry.
Go ahead.
To what you guys were saying on the first topic, and this kind of goes into the second topic, especially with the whole, different outputs and then diverse opinions. I think the thing that I'm seeing here is that, they think that the people who are a part of, Parts of Stardust, the people who are aren't able to handle different people's opinions or different points of view. And the thing is, that's one of the what Ords was saying was that that's actually one of the things that make fandoms great is those heated debates at times, because it shows that we're passionate about what we're into. Both of us each other are passionate about what we like, and we like to talk about it on and on and see what it was better. Days when it go back to when people were debate like who was better Jedi. If it was Star Wars, Star Trek was better. Who was better? It's like you're going to a comic book store and you're hearing two people just talk about who was the better hero, Superman or Batman. And in times they do get into heated debates, but they still understand that it's as passionate as they are. They don't.
It's a debate. It's a debate.
They don't take it personal. It's not take it personal. It just shows it.
Yeah.
It just shows that they love what they're doing, and they're completely understanding that. Hey, it might be right, might be wrong about this, and I think that's what I'm seeing here is. I think the people are afraid to be told that what they're feeling and what they're saying is wrong, and for the most part, I can understand where they're coming from. I just think that this is the wrong way to do it.
But that's the messed up thing about it is opinions aren't right or wrong. Opinions are opinions.
Yeah.
So their opinion of which lightsaber is better. Okay, cool. That's a personal thing, but they can't sit there and say that we're wrong. And what they're saying is that we're wrong for excluding them. They're literally making something out of nothing, like literally, because they can't handle those types of discussions, or they don't understand what fandom has been about for the beginning of it.
I could bet you this, Ords.
This is
all the women who were. Sorry.
Real quick, Toxic Man
please,
$4 says, "I hate Star Wars. I'm just here for the coffee." Thank you for the $2.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you for saying that, because my fucking thing is lagging and
I
it
got
sucks.
you, brother.
But thank you very much, Toxic Man Flu. Can we read some more of these?
Go ahead.
I just want to get some of these values out before we go on some more with this great topic.
Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, open and welcoming to all. Star Wars is for everyone. You could have summed up all what you've written before this into that little sentence. In our books, the only prerequisite to be a fan is to love Star Wars. Whether you love a certain ship, the extended universe, the original prequel, sequel trilogies, and other films, the animated series, collectible memorabilia, cosplay, fan fiction, fan art, lore, comics, books, and/or anything else, you are a fan. We don't care if you have been a fan for 2 minutes or 2 decades. We're welcome. Has this guy been listening? Has this woman been listening to my spiels? Because this is a lot of the same shit that I say. Moreover, we may be female-centric, but we do welcome anyone to join us in celebrating our mutual love for Star Wars.
So then why make it female-centric? Why even use that? Why even use it? Why?
Yeah, they're all lies. They're all. Number 4, accessibility. We want everyone to enjoy Star Wars, which is why we work to make all of our content accessible, from captions to descriptions. If there's ever anything we can do to make your time with us easier and better, please drop us a line here.
She literally said on Twitter this was a space for femmes and femmes.
Yes.
That is what she said. So which
everybody.
is it?
That's
like,
everybody.
I don't know what's more sad, the fact that this thing exists, or the fact that these people don't realize that every corner they contradict themselves.
You know what? I think somebody should go onto their site and say, yeah, I would like to see more male voices added to this because I feel like I've been disparaged. I don't dare somebody to do it.
I'll fucking do it right now,
even, guys, the site,
they have a
but the
message
web
board?
page doesn't even. The web page doesn't work.
The web page doesn't work?
Right.
No, go to Galaxy Lore and History. Good luck there. Go and look at the primer to the Galaxy Stardust encyclopedias. That doesn't work.
Well, we haven't had time yet, Wes. You got to give it time. They're
culture.
That's not Wes.
Redefining a princess is like their only news item.
Yeah.
And this thing is sponsored by Tumblr. It's sponsored by Tumblr. God dang it.
All right, listen. To provide arts, histories, and other expressions of fandom, to empower female and female-presented fans to show off their fandom and skills, to uplift LGBTQ plus and BIP.
Okay, now what is this new thing? What is that?
Female word. There's that
POC? What is that? I was wondering that too.
BIPOC? Oh, that's Black and Indigenous people of color.
Wait.
Okay.
Why not just say that?
I was like, why don't you just say that? I didn't know there was
so now people of color isn't enough. Now it's further defined.
You got an acronym, girl.
Get it.
They have to continue to divide us into smaller and smaller little groups to marginalize us more. Do they not understand what marginalized means? Holy criminy.
And do they not also realize that indigenous is all people? Because all people are indigenous to somewhere?
Yeah. Like a big
for starters,
we're all indigenous to this planet. There is nobody that is here that is not from this planet that we're aware of. And if there are, well, I'd like to meet them.
Why are there 3 different words for feminine?
Listen, it's because the safe space for all feminine voices. Listen, our final value and goal is hope. These people are so twisted. As Princess Leia, one of our team's favorite characters, reminded us, hope is like the sun. If you only believe it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night.
They could pick any other characters in Star Wars
yay.
We hope to uphold all of our values and goals at all times and promote them amongst the wider Star Wars community. So we are living, breathing organization. So our values and goals are always subject to us learning and growing. If you ever feel like we could do better and be an inclusive outlet, please let us know.
Do they really want us to let them know?
No.
Jane's right. There's one person. This is one person. That's it. Their whole group of 40 bullshit humans is this one person. She's just schizophrenic because she's the only one writing this crap.
Again,
it's the contradictory part of it where, again, they're like, we don't like that we were excluded from the fandom, so we're going to exclude everybody but the people that we deem worthy. So get out of here, you taxing wieners.
And to Ords, this is what I wanted to bring up before when Steve was reading this paragraph. I can guarantee you, and this includes Jayne Theory and Nerd Cookies, every single girl who was commenting and talking about that, I guarantee you they would happily think about it, Mary and a Star Wars girl, every girl who's replied, Lorraine Creole, they would be happy to just talk with you about Star Wars, anything about Star Wars, and just show that love and passion. They're I think they don't understand is that they're open. The ladies who spoke up about this, you're always open to talk to them.
Bikini, you are so toxic. You are so toxic. You're so toxic and so racist. You're talking about people being open. You're calling women girls. You should be ashamed of yourself. I can't believe I'm on a panel with you.
Listen, here's the thing. They bring up this little group. So I bet you that, Star Wars, because it's become such that big franchise, there have always been groups of all kinds. Groups of guys, groups of guys, people who there bet you there have probably millions of female-only groups of women who were really like the Star Wars, cosplayers who are big Star Wars fans themselves. They probably group together as well. There's so many groups and different subsections and different communities within this franchise. And what I said,
patriarchy.
One other thing was that
I can't. I like to apologize. I like to apologize to everyone for having this sexist on the panel. It's my fault. I thought he can control his sexist ways, but I don't know. He just keeps talking about sexism.
He's not even really black.
Sexy things.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying is that like you think about the Star Wars.
What you're saying is you make sense. You make sense, man.
Yeah, and I said this one time, but I'm somebody who is only familiar with just the films, original trilogy, prequel trilogy, and even sequel trilogy. There are people who, and it's open to, and this fandom is open to those people. People who are just into the EU, people who are lore heavy, like Lore Callis or OG Star Wars. This fandom is for them. This fandom is like, hey, but you like Star Wars? It doesn't matter. You're welcome. And I'm not just saying here in the fandom is. I'm saying in Star Wars, period.
But see, this was brought up to them or to her on the day all of this started, when she was going back and forth with female fans all day long. And they told her this. Her response was, well, you may feel that way, but a few of us don't, or whatever. And that's why they needed this safe space for those who were bullied or whatever for enjoying Star Wars. That was their response. It didn't make any sense. She just kept repeating it over and over again.
And I get that. That's what I'm saying. I understand, because if they want to make their own, little subgroup fandoms just to join in, like kind of how we have here, like how the fandom has here, like has different groups. That's totally fine. It's just this is very contradictory.
But they don't need to generalize though. That's the problem. Nobody cares, frankly, how they think, or that they want to get together and say the same things to one another over and over again. The problem was that they were generalizing all female fans, all women who love Star Wars, as if we are all victims the way they perceive themselves.
Or as if they all think the same. You know what I mean? Or they all have the same mindset.
Toxic Man Flew for $2. Thank you very much, Toxic. Says, wait, Nerd Cookies is a girl?
Did you not see her profile picture? Come on now.
I changed it.
Have you? Wait a minute. This is her profile picture.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toxic Man Flew. That's just sexist of you. You make me sick. I love green cheese. Yeah. Green cheese. Come and get some. All right.
Thank you.
Ah, no, you ruined it.
The thing about Gal Gadot is like
you ruined it. Ah! Yeah, baby. My name is Steve. That's right.
Bree's like, really?
That's great.
It is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Hell yeah, glory hole.
Yeah, glory hole. All right.
It's funny every time.
What's really great. We're almost done. I just want to finish these last two sentences because I think it'll make a great point. So he says, if you feel like we can do better and more inclusive outlet, please let us know, which we know is BS. But it says, have an idea for us? Want to join our team? Want to nominate your favorite girlfriend for a fan spotlight? We have LGBTQ plus or BIPOC own shop. Or page.
MOUSC.
Hold on, it gets better. Let us know here. Listen, let us know here. Now, for those that can listen on the panel, we especially welcome contributions from LGBTQ plus and BIPOC contributors. So your opinion is important.
I think they just wanted to exclude white males. I don't know.
Absolutely.
And why don't they just come right out and say it? I mean, if you're going to be a bigot,
They listed
just come
every
right out and
possible thing.
be truthful. Just be truthful about it. That's all.
Everything.
Truth and bigotry.
it's
and ones that I've never heard of. So yeah.
You know what the problem is here's what probably happened. Whatever town that they're in is probably a small town, and they don't have a lot of hardware stores, and they probably ran out of all their AA's, so they no longer have the batteries to put in their little vibrating machines, and they are all very sad. And
this girl sounds like a D battery qualifier, dude.
Well, she's definitely not getting power through the home. That's for sure.
There's more in a battery than that.
Well, if she's using the internet through her home, power, she shouldn't be, hooking up directly to it, Script Doctor. It should be a battery. God.
Dude, look. Just because my game's on point don't mean you gotta hate, dude.
Ouch.
My game sucks, dude. If you guys don't realize, I've talked. What I just said, I said 20 minutes ago.
We started dating, so.
Bro, I had 200 megabyte fucking internet. I could upload a video in 30 seconds, son. What's up?
Let's put it this way. Scott's internet has gotten so bad to the point that he might as well just be, I don't know, using a telegraph at this point to get his.
I got guinea pigs. I got guinea pigs in a wheel just spinning and spinning.
Like
Toxic Man Flu for $5. Wait, Steven is a simp? Yes, he is.
Simp.
Yes,
Simp.
he is.
The king of simps.
King of the simps. Yes, he is. All right. So last words on the values. I mean, really, all she's pretty much saying is we're inclusive unless you're not like us. That's pretty much all I hear. If you disagree with us,
pretty much
you're not part of the gang. But other than that,
and we'll block
you can
you.
join us. So
and we'll block you.
and we'll block you if you don't agree.
It's a Karen pretending to be a victim.
Here's the thing I think that breaks kind of what they tried to paint, the women who basically who countered her arguments and the people who, the Fandom and such, is that the thing is, we even have people who like the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, in the Fandom Menace, absolutely,
are still welcome.
Yep.
Totally.
Yep.
We just embarrass them politely.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you like it, more power to you.
Yeah.
But they understand that, hey, it's the sequel trilogy has been divisive. It has, it has a lot of people who are in the fandom. A lot of people, fans are hurt by what Disney has been doing to sequel trilogy. But that doesn't mean we're not gonna be hostile to anybody who actually does like the sequel trilogy.
No, not at all. I mean, we don't
look. We said it before.
We
said it before. Hold on, real quick. Yeah. Well, we don't care because what we are is we're a group of nerds that like to debate about what we love and that what that other person loves isn't as good as what I love. So if you like a green lightsaber and I like the purple one, well, yours sucks and mine's better. But guess what? At the end of the day, we love Star Wars. So these people that feel like they need to be in some type of clique because someone hurt their feelings once because they want, clothespins on, Ben Solo's nipples as Reylo kicks him in the balls, like whatever. I don't know. If you enjoy that, that's your thing, but I'm not going to block you because you enjoy that. I just want to see fan art.
And I bet you, I could bet you too. We probably have Reylos. We probably have Reylo fans.
We do.
100%.
Of course we
I'm a
do.
Reylo.
100%.
The problem is that they don't understand. They take everything so personally. If you have a discussion with them and you disagree, they take it personally. To them, it's an attack. Even if you're just joking around, it's an attack. They are just being hunted. Let them tell it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is a crazy mindset. People who think this way need help. This is not normal.
Most definitely. And here, I want to pose a question to everybody. Now, just the way that everything on this reads, would it surprise any of you to maybe find out later on that this is actually Kathleen Kennedy in disguise?
No,
because a lot of the things that read in here read exactly like her, like a manifesto for Lucasfilm.
This is the thing, right? Like, this is
so beneath her to have a website.
I don't know. You know what? Look, a lot of people were trying to fit this into a fandom scope, just fandom as we've seen it, because all of us, we've all been involved in various fandoms. We know the different infighting that can happen. It's usually over creativity or a direction, or like Scott said, a different kind of lightsaber or armor, whatever it is. Those are usual fan discussions that you have. What you have here is a group of people who have developed a victimhood narrative, who through indoctrination or through choice have chosen to segregate people into different groups, to marginalize them themselves, and then point the finger and say, we're being marginalized. And what they do is they move into different fandoms. They've done it in gaming. They've done it in comics. Now they're doing it in sci-fi and fantasy, where they can fulfill that. Because you come in with a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense that nobody else is going to believe, or no one else is going to care about to listen to, and you inject that into these franchises, into these fandoms, and you get that exact reaction. We don't understand. Even if we understand this, we don't agree to it. Maybe 1 or 2%. A lot of times what these people do is they take a legitimate argument and they expound upon it with ridiculousness. For instance, trans people. Trans people should be a part of everyone. Yes, they should. They're welcome in the fandom. Have no problem with that. But let's add a bunch of more stuff to it. Let's about like gobbledygook stuff, like other genders and other this, and then identifying as animals or whatever the hell it is that they're into this week. And they want to bring that in. Which is then creates pushback, because you're like, no, that has nothing to do with Star Wars, and what the hell are you talking about anyway? And then you're being exclusive and you're being a bigot. This isn't about, it's disingenuous from the get, just like Alex Kurtzman, just like Kathleen Kennedy, just like all these assholes who have taken over these franchises and intently destroyed them with their ideopolitical rhetoric to use them as platforms for this bullshit. These types of people want to inject themselves into a fandom to support that rhetoric and bullshit. None of these people have any care for the legacy, lore, characters, franchise, mythos, any of it. They don't care about any of it. So, I mean, I'll laugh at you all day long. And if you want to have a serious debate or discussion, I have no problem doing that. And if you have a genuine love for Star Wars or any other fandom I'm involved in, and you want to come in and have a conversation, I have no problem with that. Name yourself a part of the fandom. I don't care. But when you come at me with bullshit terms and rhetoric, I'm going to debate that. And when you try and inject that into the fandom, I'm going to debate that too. And if you can't handle that debate, I guess you're going to have to block me.
Well, you know what? I would just like to add something about it, man. I would like to add something on to what I said earlier about, being KK. If it's not KK, it's definitely KK inspired, because just like Lucasfilm, it doesn't freaking work. Didn't you say you couldn't even access their site? Sounds just like Lucasfilm. Sounds like Disney Star Wars to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking into it a little bit too much.
This is it, Tommy. This is the fandom that Kathleen Kennedy wanted to bring in and support the brand while getting rid of the legacy fans like us. The 80s kids, the 90s and 70s kids that grew up with this stuff. And then supported it for 40 years, but we weren't good enough. We couldn't get Tatooine instead of Galaxy's Edge. You know what I mean? Like we're not good enough. We couldn't get all three of the original characters. All of the original characters could have been brought together for at least one scene, one story arc, something in the sequel trilogy. We weren't good enough for that. We got Ben Swolo and we got Ray Mary Sue, and this was the fandom this was geared toward. This toxic minority of fans who are bigoted, who silence other opinions.
I think Toxic Man Flu, right, but I think Toxic Man Flu is kind of going this harassment, all this shit we're talking about. We need more funding for mental health, because these people that can't handle it and these people that break down because you upset them over Star Wars are people that need to be talking to a therapist about deeper seated issues.
That's the thing, Scotty, is that we dealt our geekdom. All of us here, we've all been on, most of us, I would imagine, we've all had to deal with some kind of criticism or bullying or something at some point in our lives. We weren't protected and shielded like the school system is today, and we dealt with it. We already dealt with the bullies that hated us for being geeks and nerds, but now that being a geek and nerd is a cool thing, I'm sorry, the bullies of today are the ones that are again harassing us. That's my point. These people are bullies. They don't even realize it. They absolutely are. You're not about inclusivity. You're not about bringing anyone together. You're about dividing them into small, hateful tribes and then setting them against one another. Fuck you. Get out of my family.
And that's kind of, you know what? It's kind of neat that you brought that up, because I like I told you guys earlier, I just started watching that Cobra Kai, and you see this group of nerds who start learning karate, and some of them go from the bullied to the bullier. You know what I mean? Like it's one of these things where like when somebody finds power finally, it corrupts them to the point they become what they hate the most, and they can't even see it. They can't even see that they're actually the ones trying to segregate and trying to bully people away from their platform because all they want is their utopia.
Hey, Scott, now earlier on we were talking about, they said, somebody said that we really need to bring Johnny back because that's what we really need in this time and age. And I really think that that's actually a missed opportunity. What we really need is we need Crease. We need people like Crease back to be able to smack a little bit of sense into these morons who think that they are really getting bullied. They need to find out what really getting bullied is all about. I mean, quite honestly, because you don't learn to grow as a person until you actually go through some kind of adversity. And these people have never gone through any real adversity. They've been handed out the Victimhood Awards year after year, and they think that they just won the fucking Olympics. And it's hard fucking tiring.
And to parrot what Tommy and what Scott are saying, and like, it's we see it time and time again, is that these guys, these people, they it is a pursuit of power, control, and influence. And the thing is that what's going to happen then? You assert your power, you assert your influence, you have influence over this.
We're starting to see it. We're starting to see it in the world, man.
Yeah, you're actually not helping your fandom. You're actually hurting it. Yeah. And then in the end, you're not going to feel like you've been accepted. You're not going to feel like you've been evolved and such, because you'll still end up feeling, alone in your own way.
And it makes some other groups look bad. I've come across Raylos that weren't evil people. Like I've come across people that like the sequel trilogy that aren't nasty people. Like they exist. They're out there. It's the distant. I want to correct what I said earlier, or I want to expand upon it. When I say get out of my fandom, I don't mean anybody can't be a fan. Anybody can be a fan of anything. I'm not the gatekeeper or the overlord of anything. My problem is with disingenuous, fake people whose only goal is to create division. I don't want you anywhere around me. This is not built for you. These fandoms from their beginning, all fandoms really are about including people into something that they love. My problem is with divisive ideologues who can't see past, who constantly criticize others doing the exact same thing that they themselves do, just like certain domestic terrorist groups are doing right now, just like certain people in that on that side of the social scope are doing right now. Just pointing the finger at other people and calling them what they themselves are. You don't need all those acronyms. You don't need all that explanation. Star Wars is for everyone. You have the ability to have a conversation, and that's it. That's it. You can have your opinion. You can love what you love. You can do what you do. Just stop trying to impose sanctions upon everyone else due to
all right for $5. Right. For $5, Justin Proper. Hail Justin Proper. For this awesome panel and great points. By the way, who's who? And can someone please send me a Script Doctor avatar with the dumb face on it? I want to feel cool. Of course we'll send you. Come on, man.
I'm Script Cookie.
I would like to be a Script Doctor avatar.
You gotta make your Script Doctor avatar. We are the army
Nerd
of
Script Cookie.
Hey, you guys saw how fast I went?
You're an artist.
Right. Look at mine. You're an artist, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Ord's that's
Diesel.
a pretty
Diesel.
quick and good
Script.
good adaptation.
I'm
Thanks, buddy.
pre-COVID.
Just for you.
I'm pre-COVID.
That's awesome.
Oh, you want to see me post-COVID?
Oh, please do.
Rip.
Yeah, post-COVID. So this
there it is.
Right here, this is pre-COVID Script Doctor. No, this is pre-COVID. And then we'll see the post-COVID.
Look at those man nipples.
Doctor. Check the triceps. Keep an eye on the triceps.
Script Doctor forever.
Boom.
Oh, more triceps?
Boom.
More triceps?
You're getting more fit and
look at the belt.
Damn.
He's packing.
It's a more fit Script Doctor.
I did literally gain an inch and a half.
He's the only one.
Each arm.
That's nice.
during the lockdown.
He got yoked, man.
So going with what Yeah, he did. So going with what we're talking about, and we're not going to go over this whole article, but I wanted you guys to look at this. This is somebody getting bullied for her belief. And people, it's beyond bullying. She's getting harassed, she's getting canceled, and she's fighting back by just deciding not to put up with people's bullshit. So you got J.K. Rowling's returning award after Kerry Kennedy criticism. So I don't know if you guys have been on this with us, but J.K. Rowling has said she is giving back an award associated with the U.S. Kennedy family after being criticized for her views on gender and trans issues. The author was given the Ripple of Hope honor by the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Organization last year. But earlier this month, its president, Kerry Kennedy, said views expressed by Rawlings recently diminished the identity of trans people. Rawlings says Kennedy implication that she is transphobic is incorrect. So she has her beliefs that. Well, let's just read on. The Harry Potter writers sparked controversy in June for posting tweets which took issue with the phrase "people who menstruate," and that's what she's saying. Women, females, are people that actually menstruate. Okay,
they do a lot of other stuff too.
Canceled.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Well, a lot of other stuff because she didn't back down, right? Or not, or it's excuse me, Script Doctor, the real Script Doctor. Please stand up. What do you know about this?
I know. Well, I mean, I've never met J.K. Rowling, but I have heard that she's a very prolific author. I had no interest reading Harry Potter books just because, you know, when they came out, Harry Potter kind of looked like me as a kid, so I was obviously averse to that. But she stated information that she has personal stakes in. She has personal reference for. She has information about something that she has known her entire life, and now she's being lambasted for it.
And don't forget this part. Rowling said her interest in trans issues stem from being a survivor of abuse and having concerns around single-sex spaces. So, you know, some people attacked her like Rupert Grint and other people, and she said, "I respect every trans person's right to live any way that feels authentic and comfortable to them," she wrote. At the same time, my life has been shaped by being female. I do not believe it's hateful to say so. And these people are trying to destroy her for it.
Good luck. She has more wealth than the royal family in actual money.
Yep. For sure.
Right. She's a billionaire. But everybody, all these people that she made stars, like Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, because of her books, are stars now. Eddie Redmayne in her films, all of them have commented to distance themselves from her because she's not walking the line, you know. So what do? Kennedy posts a statement that said, "I have spoken with J.K. Rowling to express my profound disappointment that she has chosen to use her remarkable gifts to create a narrative that diminishes the identity of trans and non-binary people, undermining the validity and integrity of the entire transgender validity." I'm sorry, I'm reading fast and I know I'm fucking delayed. Entire transgender community. One of the disproportionately suffers from violence, discrimination, harassment, and exclusion, and as a result express high rates of suicide attempt, homelessness, and mental health and body harm, even though they do not talk about people that actually do the full transformation medically, have more, their suicide rate is even higher after the surgery, but they don't want to put that in there.
Well, let's not forget that the Kennedy
Rowling's
family, for all the good that his father did, like that JFK may have done, or all the reverence that the country has for him, the Kennedy family is the reason why retarded as a word gets very judgmental and in the wrong ways. They're the ones that have said that you can't say that word. Medical. They're the ones that are saying that you can't use that, all because a relative of theirs had some mental issues and was given poor medical treatment for it. And
one of the sisters.
The sister. And even though they've done some great things with regards to like the Special Olympics and trying to help people with disabilities and whatnot go out, they're also were one of the first families with a huge political influence in the Western world to try and compel people not to say a specific word. because it was offensive, even though it had been used in offensive ways, and it's actually not offensive word.
Liberals.
Right. Liberals, exactly. So to finish this up real quick, I'll finish what she says.
And now they're just kind of like
Rowling
doubling
says.
down on it for this new generation. So
Yep, exactly. So she goes on, black trans women she targeted and youth, and then blah, 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 the one gender thing again. So J.K. Rowling responds in a new statement published on her website. Rowling says she disagrees that there is no conflict between the current radical trans right movement and the rights of women. She notes that thousands of women had got in touch with her to show their support and called for more nuanced debate, which is unheard of today, nuanced debate. And then she lists a group of clinicians, academics, therapists, teachers, social workers, and staff at prisons and women's refuges have also contacted me. These professionals, some at the very top of their organizations, have expressed serious concerns about the impact of gender identity theory on vulnerable adolescents and on women's rights, and of the dismantling of safeguarding norms which protect the most vulnerable women. None of them hate trans people. So, she goes on, and there are, and I'm not against trans. I know trans people. One of my best friends came out as non-binary something. And hey, whatever, you float your boat, dude. You want to wear makeup and dress like a woman, you feel like you're a woman, I back you 100%. You've always been loyal. Yeah, exactly. But the thing that gets me is anytime someone disagrees with that, it's like once again, the attack. They think we're attacking because we disagree with what you're trying to do. Do what you want with your body, but when you're trying to change laws that will affect my kids and my life, that's when I have an issue.
Exactly.
And I'm allowed as a human being, as an American, first off, to speak out about any policies you're trying to pass that will change that. And I'm sorry if people in the chat disagree with that. If they do, it's your right to disagree with me, but it's also my right to believe that, I worked with sex offenders for years, and I know it's not going to be trans people that take these new laws and use them for the wrong reasons. It's going to be sex offenders that can find a way to get into women's bathrooms now saying, I feel like a woman, and they will literally hurt your children while you have to stand outside because you think you're a man. They'll exploit the shit out of it. Sorry, I had to go on that route. Does anybody have anything they want to say on this?
Well, you know what's really funny about this, Scott, is you read this article.
I don't need a wig. I'm going in.
Yeah, you read this article and they talk about the first thing that they talk about is the thing, identity theory on vulnerable adolescents and on women's rights and of dismantling and safeguarding norms which protect the most vulnerable women. But they don't actually talk about the men that are actually affected by this nonsense as well, and the ones that are just they're beaten down and they're insulted and they're made to feel inferior just because they're a man or because they have the same type of hormones that every man has had before, and they act in such a manner as men normally do, and they're told they shouldn't do that. And what about the effects that that's having on kids that are growing up that don't feel that it's okay to be a boy anymore? They feel like they have to identify as non-binary or some of these other crazy ass freaking shit that they've made up, because it's all just made up trash. I could sit there and I could profess that I'm a guinea pig all day. Does that actually make it true? Until you actually see me in a video, with my fuzzy self speaking, I guess I'm not really a guinea pig at that point, but I could say I am all I want. But these people don't see it that way. It's insanity, really. It is a form of insanity, and nobody actually wants to call it out because they're afraid they're going to be called an ism or a phobe, or they're being, I don't know, they're just not being like open to the feelings of these poor people. These poor people with serious delusions, because that's what it is.
Well, here's the thing, and I really can't say much, but I can understand I can completely understand where Scott's coming from, and I can even understand where Steven's coming from, since and even Tommy is like everybody who who's a dad or who's a mom here, and it's reminded me of hearing the article that the dad in Texas, he lost his fight to keep his son from to keep the mother from forcing their son to transition.
6 years old.
And
6 years old.
I think that, and I think of Tom is like, it's all up to you. Your body, your choice. It's more power to you. If
Nope,
this isn't how,
not at 6 years old. Not at 6 years old.
6 years old. No, not. I do feel like there has to be
that right there. Them doing that to that kid is a form of child abuse. And why fucking child services is not stepping in to do something about that is just a testament to how broken the fucking system is.
Because the father lost the court case. The father lost the court case in Texas.
The thing is,
they decided that the mother.
And I'm sorry, and I'm speaking to guys, and I'm speaking to girls.
Stop saying you're sorry, McKinney.
There were probably at times where we were like little, we were playing around with our mothers, playing around with our parents' clothes. That didn't mean that we wanted to transition.
All the little boy said, look, the father has video of the little boy saying he likes girls. That was the mother's cue to start dressing him like a girl. That's the mother's thing. That's the mother's sickness.
I think it's where my stance is just let kids be kids.
Yes,
they're on the world of them figuring themselves out.
Yeah,
right. 18 years old. 18 years old. If you want to get a wiener whack and throw on a pair of boobs, then go right ahead.
Yeah, this is fine. But
live your life.
I wouldn't force it on kids. I wouldn't force it on kids.
No, it's child abuse.
I wouldn't try to force it so much in fiction and in fandoms and try to attack people who aren't who don't side with that. People who don't, people who don't agree with that. It's just because I feel like it's like every character has to be, trans, black, POC, of course, and that's kind of the common thing I noticed.
And I think it's more than POC now. BIPOC.
It sounds like a Marvel supervillain.
You could, the thing is, they're probably.
Hold on. Everyone, be quiet for a second.
Okay.
Someone sleeping?
No.
Do you hear snoring?
That does sound like snoring.
It's Ords, man.
Is Ords board sleeping?
I muted it. Wasn't me.
Ord's board is out.
Ord's had one too many hits off that bong.
Did he steal like a stoner sleep away?
Shh.
Oh, there it is.
I hear it.
He's still in the chat. Go wake him up.
Ord's literally got bored.
I mean, you still in the stream, buddy? You wanna?
He got bored.
Amber, you still here? Can you wake Ords up?
I mean, sorry, yeah. Amber, can you smack him in the face for us? The kid is dead asleep. Could we just have a moment of silence? Can we have a moment of silence for his snoring, please?
Everyone mute. Everyone mute.
Everybody mute. Mute.
It's so peaceful.
He makes me want to go to sleep too. All right. I'll never forgive him for this. Everyone remember this was the last day Ords board was ever on one of my
awakened. I woke him with the siren. The siren woke him up.
You freaking bong ripping bastard fell asleep on my stream.
Wait, what just happened?
15 minutes.
You were asleep.
You fell asleep.
I love you, Ords.
Thanks.
You were snoring, bro. You were snoring. We love you, kid.
Ord snored.
Ord snored. Hashtag Ord snored. Hashtag Ord snored.
The Viking needed his sleep.
Justin Proper says he's glad to know I'm not the only sleeper agent.
That's right.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. So Everyone, start the memes, start the commercials, start everything. Ords snores.
Ord snores.
I love you,
like
buddy.
it, man. I'm gonna
Ord
use that.
snores.
Can I use that?
I think you should. I think you should.
Cool.
Thank you, Justin Proper,
Dude, I
for the
love that.
$2. I love you, man.
I
Thank
think
you very much.
Ord should sell a
That
line
was
of like
awesome.
I think you should sell a line of like beds, just like Ord
right.
Beds and pillows.
Yeah, you could be like the
Shade
pillow guy.
Pillowcases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Or
pillow,
snake pillows.
my pillow guy.
That
So
comes after
Culture
the best.
Casino, yeah, Culture Casino. Do you have some update news on Mulan or something? You said.
You know, I actually do. This is interesting, guys.
All right.
You do
bringing you
not
up.
have to pay. You do not have to pay the exorbitant $30 price to see Mulan on top of having Disney Plus. No. If you have Disney Plus exactly 90 days after it releases to the people who are willing to pay the additional $30 on September 4th, on December 4th, you'll be able to see it for free. So just wait and be disappointed then. Just postpone your disappointment for 90 days.
Oh yeah,
All
it's
right.
always good to save that for Christmas because that works right with the year 2020.
Save your
Absolutely.
disappointment for Christmas.
I mean, we got all of our
Yeah, no,
tragedies
go ahead,
here.
Script. Go,
Oh,
Script.
that's it.
Sorry, Steven. Go ahead, Steven.
Oh, no, I was
Script
just
didn't
saying, we
have
always get our disappointing movies over Christmas, at least for the last few years. You know,
That's
Last
true.
Jedi,
That is so
Skywalker.
true.
So
Well,
let's
yeah, I guess you're right, Steven. It wouldn't be Christmas without a disappointing Disney film.
exactly.
Good
So
point.
I'm ready.
That is true. And you know what we'll do then? We're going to finish up, guys, with the real quick look at the Dune worms. Okay?
Yeah.
Because we have a Dune expert on the
Phallic?
panel. Jayne Theory. Yeah, Jayne Theory. We're going to have Jayne break this all down and tell us I'm sorry, Nerd Cookies.
Nerd Cookies.
Not-
That's all right.
That's right. I was
Sure
hoping
you're not the one sleeping, buddy. Come on now. You
and
know
I
you're
was
sleeping.
hoping it would come off funny, you stoner.
No.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to cut Culture Casino. Can you just cut the snoring, that little clip for us, please, at one point, so we could play that over and over and over
Bro,
again.
I wasn't snoring. I was hitting the bong, dude.
Thank
Come
you,
on,
Words,
man.
for making me feel better about myself.
Bro, I was hitting the bong, bro. Come on.
All right.
Okay, what Evan. All right.
Are you going to let
That's what we'll
Nerd
say.
Cookies have her moment in the sun?
Yeah, why the fuck is that my dumb ass? Come on.
All right, let's add this to the stream, people.
Nerd Cookies, if you please.
Do you want me to read it?
Is she screen sharing it or are you? Because if she's
I'm
going to
not.
read it, you should let her screen share it.
No,
I'm not screen sharing.
the screen sharing it.
Dude, you can't handle
Well,
another
she should,
anything.
I just the worms, and that's the worms for the original.
Okay.
Are you
Very bad
frozen?
look opening.
Steven, can you reach your keyboard from when you're standing up, or do you have a booster seat?
can't see
Oh,
anything.
it's blurry now.
Wow, that's like
That's
my
not the
my
new
advice
one.
about my prescription.
They lied to us. All right,
That was
I'll
a
read a little
great-
bit. Nerd Cookies.
Great picture.
It's just blur.
That
No,
was
shut
that
up.
was
We-
right now.
Game.
For your internet, Scott, that was crystal clear. I don't think, guys, that was the best. Now you know
He's meditating.
Thank you, everyone,
everybody.
for coming out tonight. I was all by myself tonight. None of these people on the panel mean anything to me. So don't even freaking just go to their sites. Don't even unsubscribe. Unsubscribe from definitely Stephen Walton. Ords the Snore Boards. And there you go. That's what I want to hear, you son of a bitch. Now my internet's working perfectly.
The power of the snore.
Damn it. All right.
His anchor,
I
his
think
anchor
we're-
makes the internet better. Actually, his anchor.
Yeah.
It's like-
So
Yeah, let it flow.
Why don't we
Let
just
it, let
do
it
this?
flow through you,
Why
Scott.
don't-
Let it flow through you.
I am. the hatred. Nerd Cookies, tell us what you know about the worms.
Well, do we want to see the image that was released by Empire?
Oh yes.
Yeah, maybe the real one if you could share it.
Okay,
Yes, Queen.
let me find the
Oh
article
yes,
again.
please. God damn fucking.
Please.
We're just gonna be quiet and wait on Elaine and like really put the pressure on. Like everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel is waiting on her. You know, maybe a little snoring.
He is snoring. Amber, I think you need to look him up.
I put the link to the article in the chat.
I love him so much.
Put his dinner like right in his face.
Yeah,
You know,
I can't share it.
There's a string above his
Lord,
head.
Lord.
Is someone trying to
What's
kill
going on
Ords
here?
with
There
like
he
a
is.
string and some poison on it?
What happened?
Is that your light bulb? Is that your one light bulb?
What are you talking about?
He has a string over your
That
head. I've never
string
seen
above your
before.
head, you stoner. Look up.
Like a ceiling
Oh,
fan?
it's not right there.
Is that for a ceiling fan?
It's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Whoa.
I thought it was someone trying to like kill you,
All
like
right,
John
who could-
Cusack killed that guy and
No, they're just like fucking like ninjas coming through the roof and shit. Like
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
great. All right, how many people have seen Gross Point Blank? One of the best movies out there. Anybody?
Me.
Awesome movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Joan Cusack, Dan Aykroyd,
Mimi
Driver. Yep, and yeah.
Me,
Oh, booyah.
in her heyday. In her heyday. Okay, so I've been waiting for someone to share the goddamn picture. It's right there in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat. You don't want me to share the screen, right? I just put it in the chat.
No, you can share it. No, please, Nerd Cookies, if you could.
Share my
That'd be
screen?
great, because I don't know if you realize what happens to my computer when I do that, but everything goes fucking haywire.
Okay. All right,
There
one
goes
second.
my goddamn monetization tonight.
Scott, let me try. I'll see if I can have it up. Hang on.
I don't care who does it, McKinney.
I did it.
Okay.
I did it.
Okay, I
I
got
did it. I did it.
Oh, Culture did it. Culture did it.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
All right, so
Tell me where
this
to
is the
scroll
first
to,
picture we
guys.
have, right? Well,
Yeah.
look, this is the first picture, right? This is House Atreides. Is that correct, Nerd
Yes.
Cookies?
Here we go. Yeah. It's towards the bottom,
Okay.
but yeah, there's 3 covers
Okay.
that Empire
Ooh,
released.
look at that.
Ooh,
They have
Look how
like
badass.
that
2
looks so
special
cool.
issues. Mm-hmm.
Look at Oscar Isaac, man. He's like, oh
I
man.
know. He
And
looks
if you guys
Ooh,
want
the
to, please
Fremen.
make sure you check out Nerd Cookie's video. Check her video out about these covers. She'll break
Is
down
that-
everything.
Is that Zendaya?
Zendaya looks good. Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't
Jason
tell if Sildar
Momoa, the
was
first time we saw him, though, right?
Ooh,
I don't know.
that looks bad.
Yeah.
I
that's
want to
my-
say that's a knife. I want to say there
There
it
you
is.
go.
It just looked.
Oh
It looked
my
kind of
God.
short. That was the only thing. So yeah, this is the sandworm image apparently, and the description of it, is that this monster sandworm is about to swallow an oblivious Paul Atreides. So this is Paul Atreides in this picture here.
Wow.
That thing is huge.
Wow. That's so cool.
I am very excited for this film.
So they did work with the filmmakers of Dune. That's what this the information on this image says.
Is that a butthole?
I will
Looks
say
more like
that
an eye, but
it
Yeah, it does
I'm
look
curious
like
about
an
what
eye.
sort of
Something
things
that
you've been
came to
seeing.
my
there.
mind.
Yeah, you dirty pervert.
The first
It's
thing that came
it's
to my
the-
mind
it's
was
the
that it was an eye.
Emma's talking.
You know, I was gonna
Oh my
say something,
God,
culture, but you beat me too. But I was glazing it.
Elaine, I'm sorry. These juveniles.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Yeah, Elaine, do you think that you're saying inside his mouth? You think that's an eye?
No, I'm just saying as a whole.
Or is that the
looks
eye
like
of the worm?
It looks like a very artistic representation,
that was
like
inviting.
like concept art. It's very like
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
him exploding out of the sand, and as far as the teeth go, it looks very much like the iris or the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that's the side of the animal. That's not it coming.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely
No,
right.
no,
That
no.
is an eye looking at him.
Yeah.
The illusion that the mouth looks like an eye because of all the assorted teeth that are around it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because it's made like an actual worm.
It also is probably covered by the dust particles, so you probably couldn't tell that it's actually, his mouth.
So at first
it's
I wasn't
definitely a
sure
mouth.
what I was looking at. It looked very much like an artistic representation of the worm, like especially with the blue of Paul's outfit, because that's definitely not. Though the bright blue is not in his outfit. Obviously, we saw how Timothée Chalamet's Fremen suit is, and he doesn't have any bright blue. But bright blue is indicative of spice saturation of the eyes. So I wasn't sure if they were trying to include that as part of their artistic rendering, because we see this bright blue of his outfit, and if it was just moved a bit up, we could see like kind of the bright blue of spice saturation in his eye, because it looks very much like an eye, and it doesn't really look like anything really, except it's an image of an eye. It's just the mouth and the sand just being like sucked into it. Yeah.
Right. Because I'm guessing it's so wide open that you can't see the break in the mouth itself. I didn't even see, like, it's funny that you said that, because I didn't even see an eye until you just said that. I just saw the row of teeth and what I thought was like it opening up in its like clam, like kind of how the mouth opened in the old one.
Yeah. So it's interesting to me because I'm not sure if they want to give too much detail away, because this very much looks like concept art. So I don't think they want to give too much away about how the design will look, but they did work with the filmmakers.
Right.
But there is some differences
And Bad
here.
Bunny does say that. Right?
Yeah.
Aren't the worms blind? They feel, that's why they have those vibration sticks in the movie, the original movie. Yeah, the thumpers.
Oh yeah, they don't. Yeah,
I mean, if
so
that is
they
the
very much
mouth,
see vibration. Sorry.
If that is the mouth, I mean, it does look like what you.
Oh no,
expect
it's a
from
mouth. Yeah, it's a mouth, but it kind of looks like a pupil of an eye because of its teeth.
Yeah,
and they look like baleen whale teeth, like the kind of kind of teeth like baleen whales have. And in the books, they're described as having like crystal teeth that kind of like glint with the light's reflection on it. So they're very much kind of this bright light reflecting teeth. So it looks different as far as the teeth goes, and I'm not sure if it's just an artistic representation or if this is actually what it's going to look like within, because also their internal mechanism, their internal workings is like a furnace. It's like a chemical fire going on inside them. So we don't see that. It's just like a deep, dark void. So that also stood out to me as well. But I'm not sure. They don't say too much detail in the first book. Those details kind of come out in the later books about how there's like a furnace going on inside them. They have the orange white of their insides and how much heat that they give off. So I'm not sure how much detail. I think Denis will. He's read all of the book, at least Frank Herbert's books, I think, as far as his comments regarding Paul Atreides. But so I'm not sure. So it's definitely different than I would have expected. To just see like a kind of a black hole as far as the inside of the mouth goes.
That is the most striking of all the covers we're seeing so far. That is the most striking.
And it's interesting too because Tom Brown, the supervising art director, kind of made some controversial comments in an interview that was taken down actually, like a couple of days after he put it out there, and he said that there would be no sandworms in the first movie of this 2-part adaptation. And I don't think he meant that to where like there's absolutely going to be no sandworms, but I think he meant it more towards we're not going to see the entire sandworm. But he did mention there's going to be like dreamlike or dream visions. So we're going to see them. So this actually might be from that. This could be an artistic representation of Paul's dreams of the sandworms. So that made more sense to me, especially if he doesn't know much about the sandworms, if it's prior to his arriving on Arrakis. So.
Well, there is the Thopter scene in that's from the books and also from the original Dune film that is in the script. So we should be getting something of a sandworm-ish thing in this film.
Yeah, there's no way that there's not going to be a sandworm because there's pivotal scenes,
early on when they're on Arrakis with regarding the sandworm. So you kind of.
I think he meant more towards like how much the worm we're going to see, and how much of his work that he actually did on it. So he actually built part of the worm, which he did say, part of the mouth. So
Nerd Cookies, can I ask? I'm looking at close at the image. Is there? I see a second like circle within. Is that like a second layer of teeth?
It's another row of teeth.
So,
That's the way the worms are designed.
Okay. Yeah.
And it makes sense too. If this is actually how the teeth are going to look, I mean, it's not like it wouldn't make sense for them to have these baleen whale-like teeth, because they do kind of sift through the sand for nutrients, like baleen whales do. The only thing that that stood out to me, kind of it differentiates from the book, is that these are supposed to be like crystal-like teeth that just very much reflect the light of the sun or their internal fire within them. And they're also used as weapons by the Fremen. They use them as sacred knives. So unless they're like very much whittled down to what could be carried as a knife, then which they could be. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
I'm saying,
I mean, it's gorgeous.
I do want more detail, and it's probably they don't want to give too much detail, I'm sure. And this very much looks to be like a kind of a conceptual, representation.
Yeah, because I think this is like like what you said, like concept art, or in a way, it's just kind of like a teaser. Because we see there's probably a lot more detail hidden behind all the dust and sand particles throughout the picture. So
that's so cool.
And because these are like representative of like dragons, the treasure hoarding dragons. So that's kind of what I would have hoped to see in it, like this fire within them, and this because there's this internal chemical processes going on, and to where they actually release oxygen in the air. They're so hot that this is the only means of oxygen, because it's a desert planet, so there's no very sparse plant life. So it would be weird not to have it.
So the ecosystem needs them for people to breathe. That's awesome.
So if they did have it, if they did have that fire within it, it would kind of look like the Eye of Sauron, I guess.
Wow.
So maybe they want to differentiate it.
But Nerd Cookies, couldn't this be like the right before the fire, you're going to see the fire maybe? And like kind of, I don't know, like it's pre-fire being shown coming out of the mouth?
It's just always like that. They're always like super heated. And if he just came out of the sand, and in Children of Dune especially, there's more information about that with Paul's son, later the second, and he basically had a really close-up encounter, and he could just feel the heat, just the intense heat, right up to him. So, and again, I wasn't sure like how much of those other books that Denis would draw from. So it's really I'm really not sure like if this is if they're waiting for, they don't want to give too much away. But again, it does seem more like an artistic rendering, especially because of the blue of his outfit. It really kind of seems to represent the spice saturation, and the fact that it does look like an eye. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look like any definitive shape either. It's just kind of a meh.
Real quick, I missed a sticker and a super chat. So a poop emoji from Dolified. He has a great channel. I love his live stream stuff he does by himself. It's really good stuff. So thank you, sir. And then I missed one from Justin Proper. $5. Deliverance only will be finished if Script Doctor is willing to join me for a recording session to help me through my trauma while watching. Yeah, that's a rough fucking movie, man. Holy crap.
It's a great move. So yeah,
it's a great squeal like a pig. All right. Anyway,
think how amazing. Think how amazing it would be to be a part of the the art team behind this, because a lot of the concepts, a lot of the stuff that's shown is really, really cool.
Yeah, like these covers are really good. The still suits have impressed me very much.
Do you think that's one of the
Jessica
teeth? The knife he's holding? Do you think that's one of the teeth?
I'm not sure, and I don't think it is, because he does use, there's like several different weapons that House Atreides uses. There's several different swords and knives, and This doesn't really.
Are they gonna have the shield?
They have a body shield.
Are they gonna have those shields? Yeah, the body shield. I love that. I actually love that corny looking body shield from the Dune. I love the Dune movie.
Did.
I think it's. I did. I'm like the one guy who did. I loved it.
No, there's tons of people.
I love the original Dune movie.
Yeah.
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 I like it for the most part. I think the most problem that I have with it is the interpretation of the Baron and the other villains, because they seemed, and even Denis pointed this out, they seemed a lot like caricatures, and I don't know, they don't seem as sinister as they are written in David Lynch's version. So, in his interpretation of it. So that was the only thing that I had an issue with, is just they're much more menacing, and the Baron is much more like, he's much more sinister and calculating and cold and just very smart, very intelligent. Yeah. And I don't think they really came that was the most disappointing thing for me. But overall, I thought it was pretty good for what the technology that they had. The costuming was really good, and the sets were really good. Yeah.
And Sting, come on. I love how they got some big hitters, though. They got some big hitters in this movie. Brolin and Poe, and what's the mother's name again? The actress. First of all, she looks gorgeous in that, but what's the actress name again?
Rebecca Ferguson.
Rebecca Ferguson. She's awesome too. Yeah. And then you got Jason Momoa, you got Zendaya, you got Javier Bardem. You got some great actors in this, so I'm hoping this is the Lord of the Rings for this kid's time. I hope they get the true, like, that feeling of a true franchise being born.
Lord of the Rings for
really
this generation.
I hope they get it. Yeah, exactly.
It has been described as such from people involved in it, that it's the new Lord of the Rings or the next Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. All right, we're gonna close it up, guys. Yeah, it really does. It seems like they're taking care of. They really want to do it right. But we're gonna close up. It's been almost 2.5 hours, and it's after midnight here on the East Coast. So I appreciate everybody coming tonight. We did just get some breaking news from our boy author Stephen Walton. I guess someone was shot in Portland, Oregon tonight. So let's just pray for everybody out there, because it's safe. It's safe. We got one more super chat. I'm sorry. So from Jason C, we got Hail Sporking News Podcast. Hail to the panel and chat. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much. That is freaking awesome. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all these super chats tonight. This was one of my better nights. So I don't know why. Thank you guys for supporting me. I don't still understand it, but I love it. So thank you so much.
I think it has to do with all the script doctor avatars.
It has to. Hold on. Let me get to
it.
On. There we go. McKinney, work on your script doctor. You're an artist. I want your rendition. I want you before the next time you come on.
Okay, I'll be my
I
next
want a rendition. Yes, I want a rendition of script. All right. So let's do our outros. We're going to start with you, McKinney.
Okay.
Let them know where they can find you.
Okay, I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible, but you guys, my name is Makini90. You guys know where I am. If you want to share my screen, because I'm trying to everything out here. Sorry. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Teespring. The thing I'm doing right now is I'm putting out weekly videos, of course, but I'm starting a drawing stream series where we're working on a drawing every time I get on. So this for the past 2 streams we've been doing the Bubblegum Curls stream, which I will be doing another one tomorrow at I think like 12:30, 1 p.m. Pacific my time. All welcome to join in. And I did a live stream this morning where I drew Black Panther for the first time in honor of Chadwick Boseman. And just 190. We're 10 subs away from 200. I will be doing a celebration stream at 200. So we're almost there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's your page, right?
My page.
Nice.
I've been
everybody.
I've just been pumping out new stuff this month. I'm just gonna be going through September. I got plans. I got ideas what I want to do for September, and I hope it involves some of you guys. Hope involve some of the members of Phantom Menace. So there you go.
Nice.
Stay tuned.
We support one another. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Next, Jayne Theory.
Hey guys, you can find me here on YouTube where I post weekly movie and television reviews every Sunday at 6 Central, as well as some occasional pop culture news and commentary. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jayne Theory.
Thank you, Jayne. You have that thing on lockdown. The ending is yours. And next up is this is Steven, I believe. I can't even see names at the moment. So Steven Walton.
That's awesome. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a retro review of Return of the Jedi on Fallon Reacts. Please go check her out. She's a member of the Fandom Collective and a good friend. On Monday, I'll be on Midnight's Edge After Dark. I'm not sure what time that shows. I think it's 6 or 7 Eastern Standard Time. And then Tuesday on TR4. On my channel at 6:30 for the beginning of your Phantom Menace Tuesday nights. And Supreme Heretics channel on Thursday. For the first time for like in a month because I've been on vacation and then he canceled last week for a Battlestar Galactica retro review. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate you coming. Thank you for supporting all these wonderful people. Subscribe to everyone here. Thank you very much. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other. Peace.
Thank you, Walton. I usually end with you. I don't know why I did that. But all right, Tommy and the Collective.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, nibbling toes everywhere and pissing people off at the same time just because, well, we can. We do talks about lightsaber theory, old movies, old toys, and we have a retro discussions panel called Going Old School every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern, where you just never know who is going to pop up next. And remember, my friends, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't do, what you should or shouldn't watch, and what you can and cannot say, because your silence gives consent. And God damn it, never have dial-up like Scotty.
Yes, that is key. That is key. Thank you, Tommy. And the Stone Doctor himself.
Awesome.
Ord Snord, awesome. The Ord's board man.
Okay. I love it. You guys can find me over at my channel. That's youtube.com/ordsboard, where I'm doing gaming streams and pop culture news sprinkled with a little bit of nostalgia in between. If you guys, we do a weekly gaming stream where we play kind of older games, kind of maybe thinking about sticking in that vein, but you can join the Script Doctor and I Sunday nights while we quest through Diablo 2. That's 9:30 Central Standard Time. For those of you who know all about the time zones. That is a weekly thing, and once we beat a game, we move on to the next one, so it does change up from time to time. Come hang out. I'm bored, and I need some entertaining, so come hang out.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for coming on tonight. You're welcome almost every time.
Almost every time.
Almost. Almost. And Nerd Cookies.
Hello. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Nerd Cookies, and on Twitter as well. And I cover sci-fi and fantasy content. So I'm covering a lot of Dune right now, and Lord of the Rings, and other sci-fi fantasy stuff. But yeah, come check it out. Thank you.
Thank you, Script Doctor.
Hello. Yes, I am the Script Doctor. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/scriptdoctor. Where I have currently been covering Star Trek Lower Decks. I will be finishing up the editing of my latest review sometime tomorrow, so that should drop Monday around noon. You can also find me on Twitter at ScriptDoctorPhD, and also tomorrow night on Or's Board's channel, questing Diablo 2 with him and some other great YouTubers and content creators as well. And also look forward to myself, Culture Casino, author Stephen Walton, and Nerd Cookies. And also Jayne Theory should be joining us for Battlestar Galactica Razor on Thursday on Supreme Heretics channel. So, look forward to seeing everybody there. You're going to love it.
Nice. Thank you, buddy. And last but not least, the creator of memes and intros, Culture Casino.
Hey guys, I am Culture Casino. I have a YouTube channel. It grew really quickly at some point in time because somebody said nice things about me on a big channel, which I really appreciated. But if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Otherwise, go and check out Jayne Theory's channel. She needs to get monetized, which means a bunch of hours. So check out everything that she's ever done, like 100 times. Okay, and then
Yes.
you can check me out in a lot of different places. I like to hang out with Scott. I like to hang out with Wes, who wasn't here today, Wes Moody. But on Thursdays, I'm on at least 4 streams now. I'm on 4 Guys Talk Games, which is now the Gaming Lounge with several other fantastic creators. I'm on This Week in Bologna Sausage on Justin Proper's channel, which is awesome. I am on the Pegasus Actual podcast with my friends that are also on this panel, amongst others, including the great Drew Taylor. It's his channel. It's awesome. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do daily videos. I try to make them entertaining, but I try to make them about the entertainment business, all forms of entertainment. So you'll usually catch that. I did a really heavy hitting one on Friday. You should check out if you haven't already, about some of the deplorable history that has existed in Hollywood and that gets swept under the rug regularly. I'll be doing more and more of those because I think that we need to remain informed on how bad Hollywood can be from time to time. Saturdays on Christie's channel, I am on the movie stream. We do movies year by year. I'm on there with Midnight's Edge After Dark aficionado Tom Connors. I'm also on there with Script Doctor. I'm on there with Christie, and of course the great Stieg Kenobi. We also have Sunday for my Sunday Culture Review, which is tomorrow. For some of you, it's a little bit afternoon. For some of you, it's a little bit before noon. But it is 11 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow with a great panel of people that sometimes includes author Stephen Walton if he wakes up. And then we have later on Sunday, I'm on another wonderful live stream with Lorena Creole, the Florida stream. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's pretty awesome. Check that out. Tuesday, I am doing Trekking with Tuesday, which is a great live stream that is all about good Star Trek, which means we are watching Star Trek. I'm getting played off here. We're getting
no, not at all.
we watch like right now we're doing Star Trek Continues, which is an amazing show. If you haven't seen it, it's worth the watch. It's 11 episodes, or you can watch it with friends. And there's a lot of people that hang out in that chat, and it's really, really cool. And then on Wednesday on Wes's channel, I am also on a show called Whatever Wednesday. And last but not least, if you're into conspiracy stuff, you like the stuff that Gary and Doomcock do together, the Exozone, Wes runs a similar thing on a show that's actually going to get its own channel at some point in time called Conspiracy. And that is a really awesome show. We get to cover some great stuff. We, sometimes talk about, Kennedys or Bushes or, things like that. So check it out. Anyway, thanks you all for listening for that long spiel. I'm going to actually condense it. I'm going to put it on my channel. So it'll be a pinned thing on my channel, in my community. So you can see where I'm going to be, because on Tuesday, I have a brand new morning, midday live stream where Tom Connors and I talk about the daily entertainment talk that happens right as of that day or just the night before. So there's a lot of cool stuff that we're able to talk about before anybody else does. And that's it. Thanks for having me on.
Nice.
Are you trying to beat Lorena Creole on how many streaming hours you do?
I'm trying.
I was just about to say the same thing. Jeez. Okay, McKinney, great.
I was going to say, with Culture, you're already going to be monetized by the time he gets to 1,000. He'll already be monetized. So.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully. And if you are not subscribed to Wes Moody's podcast, I can't wait to get on one of these conspiracy streams with these guys, because I love that stuff. I will talk any conspiracy with anyone, because most of the time they're not conspiracies. So anyways, thank you everybody for coming tonight. I know we talked about some solid stuff. We have one more super chat, so I better get that before I close out. And that is from Toxic Man Flu. Jesus, shut up, Coltrane Casino. I agree. But thank you, Jason C. Thank you, Justin Proper, Toxic Man Flu, everybody, Culture, Dolified, and if I'm missing anybody, new members, Nerd Cookie, and somebody else was a new member too. Cookies. Thank you, guys. You will be part of a new intro clip that my boy Culture Casino is creating for this show, and hopefully my other shows I'll slide it into. Thank you. Without your support, I could not have the shitty tech I have today. So I appreciate you guys. And someday we're going to look back and remember these as the fondest days we had. So it was a deep, sometime dark show. So let's end it the right way. Take care, everybody. And remember, freedom isn't free.
God damn.
All right.
All right.
So, Scott, if you keep getting more members, you can't sell out. You can only buy in.
She's the patron saint. She is the patron saint. Yeah, I know, but buy in, everyone.